Same energy. Why you always in my business though? Check the scoreboard. I hear the whispers in the shadows, yeah, they loving the tea. But while they focused on my name, I'm focused on the G's. They out here building tall tales, hoping one of them sticks. I'm out here building empires, brick by heavy brick. Got your nose in my business like you're looking for gold. But the only thing you're finding is the lies that you sold. It's a sickness, it's disgusting how you live for the drama. Better watch how you speak, cause I don't deal with the trauma. That cash money bullshit, keep it over there. We don't breathe that toxic rhythm, we don't need that air. If you're talking out your neck, better watch your tone, cause we addressing every lie till the truth is known. Yeah, we see you, we don't hear you, keep it moving along. We just turn the hate to fuel and we put it in a song. Disgusting habits trying to tarnish what you didn't create. You're at the table begging snacks while I'm filling the plate. I'm tired of the fakes and the he said, she said. While you're counting my moves, I'm 3 steps ahead. Post every comment, yeah, we see the obsession. You're looking for a flaw, but you'll find a lesson. We ain't listening to rumors, we don't play in the dirt. But don't think for a second that your words don't get hurt. Address the facts, stop the cap, keep that same energy when the lights come on. Come on. We tired of the lies. Get your nose out my life. That cash money bullshit, keep it over there. We don't breathe that toxic rhythm, we don't need that air. If you're talking out your neck, better watch your tone, cause we addressing every lie till the truth is known. Yeah, we see you, we don't hear you, keep it moving along. We just turn the hate to fuel and we put it in a song. Yeah, we Tony Blue shit. Yeah, we turn that off. But then we straight at the G. Same energy. Why you always in my business though? Check the scoreboard. I hear the whispers in the shadows, yeah, they loving the tea. But while they focused on my name, I'm focused on the G's. They out here building tall tales, hoping one of them sticks. I'm out here building empires, brick by heavy brick. Got your nose in my business like you're looking for gold. But the only thing you're finding is the lies that you sold. It's a sickness, it's disgusting how you live for the drama. Better watch how you speak, cause I don't deal with the trauma. That cash money bullshit, keep it over there. We don't breathe that toxic rhythm, we don't need that air. If you're talking out your neck, better watch your tone, cause we addressing every lie till the truth is known. Yeah, we see you, we don't hear you, keep it moving along. We just turn the hate to fuel and we put it in a song. Disgusting habits trying to tarnish what you didn't create. You're at the table begging snacks while I'm filling the plate. I'm tired of the fakes and the he said, she said. While you're counting my moves, I'm 3 steps ahead. Post every comment, yeah, we see the obsession. You're looking for a flaw, but you'll find a lesson. We ain't listening to rumors, we don't play in the dirt. But don't think for a second that your words don't get hurt. Address the facts, stop the cap, keep that same energy when the lights come on. Come on. We tired of the lies. Get your nose out my life. That cash money bullshit, keep it over there. We don't breathe that toxic rhythm, we don't need that air. If you're talking out your neck, better watch your tone, cause we addressing every lie till the truth is known. Yeah, we see you, we don't hear you, keep it moving along. We just turn the hate to fuel and we put it in a song. Yeah, we Tony Blue shit. Yeah, we turn that off. But then we straight at the G. Same energy. Why you always in my business though? Check the scoreboard. I hear the whispers in the shadows, yeah, they loving the tea. But while they focused on my name, I'm focused on the G's. They out here building tall tales, hoping one of them sticks. I'm out here building empires, brick by heavy brick. Got your nose in my business like you're looking for gold. But the only thing you're finding is the lies that you sold. It's a sickness, it's disgusting how you live for the drama. Better watch how you speak, cause I don't deal with the trauma. That cash money bullshit, keep it over there. We don't breathe that toxic rhythm, we don't need that air. If you're talking out your neck, better watch your tone, cause we addressing every lie till the truth is known. Yeah, we see you, we don't hear you, keep it moving along. We just turn the hate to fuel and we put it in a song. Disgusting habits trying to tarnish what you didn't create. You're at the table begging snacks while I'm filling the plate. I'm tired of the fakes and the he said, she said. While you're counting my moves, I'm 3 steps ahead. Post every comment, yeah, we see the obsession. You're looking for a flaw, but you'll find a lesson. We ain't listening to rumors, we don't play in the dirt. But don't think for a second that your words don't get hurt. Address the facts, stop the cap, keep that same energy when the lights come on. Come on. We tired of the lies. Get your nose out my life. That cash money bullshit, keep it over there. We don't breathe that toxic rhythm, we don't need that air. If you're talking out your neck, better watch your tone. Cause we addressing every lie till the truth is known. Yeah, we see you, we don't hear you, keep it moving along. We just turn the hate to fuel and we put it in a song. Yeah, we turn evil little shit. Yeah, we turn that off. But then we straight at the G.
Golden Queen's Files, case number 2. Subject, the charge. The heat is on, and a notice has been served.
Like, moving real strange, but you think that it's subtle. Sweating through your live stream, choking in your rebuttal. Screenshots don't die, they just multiply and breed. Planted all them poisonous sacks. Now you're choking, hoping the stability of your life still intact. Got a theory, nah, the theory's now a fact. Saw the foundation crumble, saw the hope was on a crack. You a cook, yeah, that was just the kitchen getting hot. Now you're stuck inside the oven, left the black and left the rot. Damn, wait, hold up, I see it clear as day right here. All that tough talk is just a costume for the fear. The pressure's on the government, got you in a panic. Your whole sinking ship is looking real Titanic.
Cook was your one, you wanna let your son. Now you're with just rolling way on. Come back from bed like the that's a nasty build up, eh? Smoking in the ashes of the games you try to play. Burn, crispy on the edges, yeah, you're done. Nowhere left to hide, nowhere left to run. Creepy on repair, you can put it in reverse. The truth is the fire and karma is the curse.
Hurting for the 2, but the numbers are depleted. All that policy screaming got your own base defeated. Blaming all your problems on some political decree, when the real nasty work was the face in the screen. I see highly insecure, projecting all your failures. Your chat room and you scattered, looking for new saviors. Tried to be a wolf, but you're just a sing sheep, choking on the smoke of all the secrets that you keep. Let's go.
Cook was a one, no one has a starter. Now your burnt toast falling way harder.
Facts.
Karma can't collect and that's a nasty build up, eh? Smoking in the ashes of the games you try to play. Burnt, crispy on the edges, yeah, you're done. Nowhere left to hide, nowhere left to run. Keep me on repair, you can't put it in reverse. The truth is a fire and karma is a curse.
Consider this your burn notice, stamped and delivered straight from the collective. No sympathy slivers, no appeal, no court date, just a verdict from the street. Your time is up, obsolete, accept your defeat. Concrete karma hits different when it's at your front door. Roaches scatter when the light hits, can't hide anymore. This ain't for the views, this is a final receipt for every single person you crushed underneath your feet.
Don't talk about prayers, don't talk about praise. That ain't God's plan, that's the look on your face when you finally realize the bill has come due, and the only one left to blame is you. Is through.
Golden Queen's Files.
Notice.
Sir. Case. You're not just cooked. You're not just cooked. You're ash. You're not just cooked. You're ash.
Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's your girl Golden. I'm back with another live, y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank you for coming in. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. It's about 11:08 a.m. here, Eastern Time in the Carolinas, and the weather is pretty nice outside. It's a little chilly, but the sun is shining. It's a beautiful day, and we all are here. That means that we are alive and blessed. So we got Carlos, my baby, up in the building with me. We got Imani here. What's up, Imani? Thank you. Polo's in the building with us. And Asher is here. And me and Mama Warrior say hello, hello, hello. And so let me go ahead and get into it, y'all. So basically what this live is about is we're going to be setting some records straight. And we're going to be having a conversation that's going to be cool, calm, and collective. And anybody has any questions, we have answers to give. We also have receipts. So I know there's been a lot being talked about, right? On many different things. But one of the biggest things is being talked about, there's a lot of weird back and forth, right? And y'all know it's supposed to be with me and Ralph and Maggie and all the things, okay? So honestly, it's very weird that this is being talked about because I think it's not that interesting. Like, the topic is really not that interesting at all. But apparently, it keeps getting dragged out and drawn out and rewritten and chopped and screwed. And so I'm just like, okay, there's people that are saying that there's confusion. There's people that are saying they don't know the full side of the story. They don't know everything that is being talked about. And there's a lot of things that are getting merged together, right? Because there's different things that are happening at the same time outside of even just this whole Ralph Golden Maggie thing. There's other things that's happening in other places and spaces, right? And I watch different channels and different things. And so based off of those things, those conversations sometimes come up on people's channels. They may do different topics within their life. And so there are certain topics that I'll join in on talking about or having some feedback or response to. And of course, with this one, because I'm included in it, of course, I'm going to have feedback in response to that because it's two sides to every story. So we have one person that's telling their side to a story. You have the other person who has their side to the story. And y'all know what they say, y'all. Somewhere in the middle is where lies the truth. That's just what it is. What has also have happened is there's been a lot of people, because this is not about a golden thing. It's not a golden situation. This is a situation of how we treat each other and individuals get treated on this platform, right? Whether you're a content creator or you just want to be a supporter, right? And we see that there are a lot of supporters that have, gripes, and rightfully so, okay? Because when you support somebody, you show somebody love, you like them, you believe in them and their movement, their message, or whatever it may be, or the art or the content that they may create, then you support them. You show up, you like, yo, I want to kick it, have a good time with them, listen to what they have to say, boop, 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 whatever, right? So we have supporters that are being dragged for filth, right? That have been loyal. We have content creators, but I mean, I don't think it's on different levels. We're all the same, right? We're all on the same level. But, whatever position anybody decides to take. Some people don't want to get up here on the mic and talk. Some people don't want to get up on a camera and talk. It doesn't mean that they're different or less than, because they just want to support and come and just have a good time and just be in the chat and, whatever. So now we have content creator controversies and wars happening yet again, which we've seen this happen about this time last year, right? So history does tend to repeat itself, but it's all starting all over again. There's a lot of pots continuing to be stirred all over again. And to me, I think it's just a rinse and repeat type of situation and movement, okay? But, every time when you come onto the platform, whether you want to create your content or whether you just want to go and watch and support somebody else, it's really annoying where you always hear like your name being spoken about in a negative way. And when things are being said, it's like the narrative is to paint you in some type of negative way. And whatever people feel or any individual may feel towards another person for whatever reason they see fit to feel that way, I get that. I understand that. But I thought we had moved past the point where we just out here just, I don't know. It's very weird to me. If you get to know somebody for yourself and you spend time on a platform and you kick it with them and stuff like that, and you kind of see like what type of energy that person has, what type of person it seems like they are just virtually, because we all just meeting and connecting virtually, it gets very odd to me. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, how things shift so quickly, right? Like somebody can be supporting you one day, and then the next day, something gets said about you, and then that person believes that they run with it. Now they don't like you. You're a terrible person. I never really liked this person. Like, I think it's a lot of people just not being real out here. If you really like, you really like. If you really rock with, you really rock with. That's it. And based off of the vibes or fights that other people are having, I feel like we kind of got to get to a place where it's like we don't allow that to influence how we feel about the person. And there's a lot of like strong energy where people are literally trying to make that happen. Like they going out of their way to make people not like other people by saying a lot of things that are untrue. So let's go ahead and read some of these comments. So it says Snoopy. We know about Snoopy. That's a thing. I have spoken up about Snoopy. I have addressed Snoopy. Snoopy knows what she does and how she moves and she operates. A lot of people have issues with Snoopy. That's one thing that's going on, right? This Snoopy doop doop doop. They want to come out to play. And I'm not talking about Snoop Doggy Dog. I'm talking about Snoopy 180. So she's wanted to come out to play. She's been put out, there to be an NPC. And so she's doing her thing to destroy, lie, divide, be nasty work. And then she calls herself being an exposer of things. Okay. Who deemed you fit to do that? Who gave you that position? Are you, just an independent vigilante of some kind? I don't know. But speaking on people that you don't know nothing about, I think that's like, it's weird. Because how can you speak on somebody that you don't know anything about? But you have all of these facts and proofs and evidence, all because you take screenshots and you put narratives to screenshots of chat. And you set that narrative to be whatever it is you want, that you can paint somebody's character out to be whatever it is you see fit for it to be by just using screenshots of chats as receipts. Or stalking and lurking, in discords and things like that, and taking screenshots there and saving them for later so you can use them to prove whatever narrative is. Anyway, so Asher says Snoopy and her husband have been setting people up from the start. They are attracting Black content creators. Why? Snoopy wants to bring Maggie to her knees for the anniversary of her losing her channel. The wreck of a woman is unhinged. Mm-hmm. I got some people that want, you got some surprises here. But anyway, we get into a few more things. Snoopy seems to really hate women too. She's very insecure. She's saying women are tramps and all of these things. Hey, Mom Star, how you doing? So let's do it like this. If anybody has any questions or uncertainties about any of this situation that's going on in this story, I would like people to ask me questions for clarity, right? I have screenshots of messages. As you can see, my mother is a witness to some things, right? So we've spoke on this already before, and now we have to yet speak on it again because people are taking things and running with it and using it for content and changing the story. And then one of the main players or individuals in the situation, I think now has to clean up their image. And by doing so, that means that, of course, now they want to drag me. And then what they said is that that is what I was using my platform to do to them, which is an entire lie. Things that I said were individuals were being sent to my channel. They wanted to work with me. They said that they wanted to help me build my channel. And they did some things, some little small things. Then they wanted me to come to their channels and help them with stuff. And then when they would come to my channel and be on panel, they would have their own gripes with other people or history with other people that I didn't know about. And when they came up to speak, they said those things, not telling me that that's what they were going to get up there and say. So if that is what people are deciding to be setups these days, well, don't all these people do that? I don't think that's a setup. I'm just saying, if you're someone who's bringing someone up on your panel to have a conversation, and that person has their own thoughts, feelings, and emotions and things that they want to speak on that you know nothing about, and they start talking about it, how is that your fault? Right? Now, as far as when it starts happening, how you address it, you know what I'm saying, shut it down or kill it, then yeah, that's the thing. But as far as it being an operation or a setup, I think that's a little bit extreme. Some people do work and operate that way, and we know the ones that do, but I don't. So anyway, all of that has been said. But now as I sit back and I watch what is going on, it's almost like contradictory because the same thing that you accuse me of doing is literally what I'm seeing other people doing towards me now. And I don't know if they see it as an eye for eye or a tooth for a tooth, but it's just like you have to make sense of all of this. Because we have people are saying that things are being done for content and to grow channels. Conversations are being had for content and to grow channels. I've never had this sad conversation on my channel. I have been having regular content on my channel. What I do, right? Politics, food, all this stuff, the different things. I pop out when I have to defend myself. But when it comes to this situation, who did you hear it from first? That's all I just want people to do is just think rationally about this thing. Who has made multiple lives and videos about this conversation, this topic? Hasn't been me. I didn't come out and make any content or talk about this topic first. The other person did. So I just think, we slow it down, we be calm, and y'all know I get mad and stuff sometimes. So today I'm not doing that. I'm staying calm. But we're going to think about all these things rationally and things that are getting said. So if there are any questions that anybody has about any of this situation, please feel free to join me. You can come to the chat. You can come to the panel. I don't want no craziness on the panel, please. Okay? Don't be sending weird things over here and doing weird things. If everybody else can be heard out, I can be heard out too without having my live interrupted or, corrupted with craziness. And if you need to ask anything, just ask. It's no problem. Snoopy started attacking Maggie, Ralph, Golden, Polo, and Lady T. This Snoopy person is attacking a lot of people. And I thought at one point we all were standing in unity and being able to see that for what that really was, like, and what it really is. She is going out attacking people. And that's not even just half of the list. But then at some point, now it's back where what? There's more divide. We're fighting each other again. We can't get along. We don't like each other. We don't trust each other. Hey, if that's how the world is going to be, what can we do to change it? Yeah, she attacked my mama too. Yeah, so some of these people, it's just like it's very weird the movements on the board because it's definitely like some type of chessboard, and the movements on the board are starting to become very weird to me. But there's hold on one second, y'all. Hold on.
They told you stay entertained, stay distracted, stay divided. I said stay dangerous. Let's go. We here. Universal. You want the tea, you want the beef, you want the who said what? When it's time to build a life, you keep your big mouth shut. You binge watch chaos, call it keeping informed. But when it's time to grow, suddenly you're bored. Addicted to the circus, dancing for $1 bill. While they're harvesting your focus, popping every kind of pill. The real got you trapped, the digital lobotomy. You rattle, watch a dummy captain claim your sovereignty. You feel it, don't you? That pressure in your chest. Don't wait. Let a whisper saying you were built for more than this. Breathe it in. High frequency, we don't vibrate low. Cut the signal noise, let the real bliss grow. Wake up, stand tall, break the spell. We ain't building our minds in a digital cell. No walls. High frequency, crown don't tilt. Truth so heavy, make the weak ones wilt. The numbers drop when the truth gets strong, then let them fall. We moving on. Yeah, they call it just contend, I call it control. If it numbs your spirit, it's a tax on your soul. You're arguing in comments about a rapper summer dress. Why it's suffocating slowly in a world of curated stress. Hate the woman who thinks for herself, who won't chase drive, wake up, tree stealth. Mama and queen 10 toes down in the mud while you're tracing likes and spilling everybody's blood. Moria! Are you entertained or enslaved? Choose. Are you informed or inflamed? Think. Is the gossip worth your soul? Is it? Unplug the wire, activate the cell. Mama warrior told you. Outbreak was weak, we don't vibrate low. No noise, let the real ones grow. Wake up, stand tall, break the spell. We ain't building our minds in a digital cell. High frequency, crown don't tilt. Truth so heavy, make the weak ones wilt. Have a leader, few who seen and rule a million sleeping sheep. Not a sheep and I'm a queen. If the numbers drop when the truth gets loud, don't see him, or I'd rather have the crown than a brainless crowd. Cut them off from the mud to the throne, from silence to signal. I'm a warrior, golden queen. Signal strong, static gun. They told you stay entertained, stay distracted.
All right, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm back. So yeah, that's my son. He be running out here. He be wanting a snack and child. He's all over the place. But yeah, I had to get him settled in. But yeah, Cubs. I did see your conversation with Maggie and Ralph the other night, and I thought it was very very good. I thought you were very mature about it and very rational about it. Um, and I know there's some things that you still had questions about because you said you didn't really know or hear about everything or know the full story. So, and it's not side against side. It's just, I just don't like when things are misinterpreted, things are spent, and lies are told. And I've seen that you just kept getting cut off. Oh, hey, Cups.
Hey, Bookie, how are you? Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing a little bit better than I was yesterday. I'm fighting a cold, girl, so I'm just, doing my best, doing my best. But
Wait, you
how are
said
you?
the Cardi B. You went to like it was like Cardi B was performing at like an event or
Yes,
something.
yes, girl. I went to the Cardi B concert in Charlotte, and I was just out with the young and ratchet people, and Lord, I'm paying for it. I'm paying for it bad.
But that sounds fun though. You had a good time, huh?
Oh, girl, it was so worth it. I'm not gonna hold you. I will nicely take this call. I'm not mad at you, but I'm mad that I got it. But I had an amazing time. I really, really had a great time.
That's good. I'm glad you feeling a little bit better today.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. How are you feeling?
I'm all right, girl. I just, you got to do what you got to do. So, I know you've been seeing some and hearing some of what this stuff is all going on. But I know it was like some things that you were very honest about, like, I can't really speak on this or I don't know too much about this because I don't know the whole story or what's happening.
Yeah,
So I was just like, well, if there's anything that you wanted to ask me, I was just telling people that they can come and ask me, and I'll tell y'all what it is. Now, what I can say for the most part is there's a lot of things that's been twisted and there's a lot of
okay,
things not true. And things are being merged together. Like there's a lot of separate parts of this entire thing. And
okay.
so it's like, I think that's dangerous work. You know what I'm saying? Because it's looking now like it's to spin some type of narrative or character about me.
Hmm.
And that's kind of like, look, people ain't got to get along. They ain't got to mesh. They ain't got to be in the same camp. If you want to fall out with somebody, you just fall out. You say, okay, I don't really want to rock with you no more. Boo, boo, boo. But false narratives don't have to be painted if you just don't want to rock with nobody no more.
I
There's so
agree.
much doctored receipts, like false achievements. I have just equally as anybody else when you have communications, then there's their side and then there's their side. So I think that's weird to even use that. You know what I'm saying? If you know that there's a conversation between two people, then both of those people have the conversation, right?
Yeah, I mean, I agree on that. There's always three sides to a story. It's your side, his side, and the actual truth that lies there because both of you guys have the right to have your own perception of, whatever this situation, how whatever went down.
Imani is here too because she has some things to say as well because this whole situation has gotten really nasty and it hasn't been just about me, right? I'm not the only one that is being harmed in these type of situations, right? And made to feel like, oh, they just been discarded as nothing, right? There's other people that have been feeling this. And so Imani is here as well. She's gonna talk about a few things as well because we have some receipts and things are being said, people are being dragged, and I don't think that's right.
Okay, well, I don't know. Hello, Amani. I don't really know Amani. Is Amani someone that's involved in the situation as well?
She has
Yeah,
been
hi.
go ahead. I'm gonna let y'all talk. Go ahead. She'll
Yeah,
explain.
hi, Phelps. Yeah, I my name's been brought into it. I'll just explain who I am.
Okay.
I was in the Discord. I was also a supporter of Ralph's channel. My name's been dragged for various reasons. I've been attacked by people who were upset with how they felt they were treated in the Discord. And I've had various people attacking me in various chats simply because, and I'll tell you, I'm not a content creator. I was just a supporter of Ralph. And people got upset and they said I was condoning all sorts when really it was not my Discord, it was not my channel, and it was nothing to do with me. Now narratives are being spun about me and my behavior in the Discord. And first and foremost, I'll deal with the Discord. I would ask anybody who's in there, who was in there, whether they like me or they don't like me, to to come up on any panel and say anything I did to them in that Discord because I never argued with people. I was always very, very laid back. I did not get involved with people. I had people contact me. And there's one thing that Ralph said the other day. He spoke about QQ. He said that I was contacting people in the Discord on the back end. There were people that you get friendly with and you might have a side chat. But I can tell you, in those side chats, not ever, not never, on my son's life did I ever say anything negative about Ralph. In fact, I tried to deflect it if it was coming. I had people come and tell me that he was all sorts, and I tried to do was say that this is not what he's about, and this is not what the Discord is about. I did not tell anybody I was Ralph's assistant. People assumed I was Ralph's assistant. I will tell people what I did. I used to write the stories. You remember story time, all of you. I wrote the stories, I wrote the poems, I did the audio for all those stories, I did the cartoons. And I did that because it was part and parcel of what we were doing. And if anybody saw those stories, they were not spiteful, they were not mean, they were just clowning people. That was my work, okay? Since Ralph is forcing me to say what happened in the Discord because he's spinning a narrative to make himself look better, I'm going to speak the truth. QQ contacted me, and she can confirm that she contacted me. And she contacted me because Ralph was not answering her messages. I said to QQ, I don't speak for Ralph and I don't control what he does. And I left it a few days. It might have even been a week before I even responded to her. There was another incident when someone was upset with Golden and Nafisa. I went to Golden because something flared up and a live was done about that person. And I'm not going to talk about who the person was because that's all been resolved now. I went to Golden and I asked Golden, this is before I started even talking to Golden, to take down the live because it was upsetting the person that was in the Discord. There was a misunderstanding that happened. I told that person I do not want to be drawn into beef. I did not want to be drawn into fights, and I was not going to defend anybody who had done something outside. The only thing I did, and Golden and Nafisa can confirm this, I asked them to take down the live that they had made about that person because it was upsetting them. This was before Golden even came into the Discord. All I used to do was try and keep the peace. I contacted RC117 because he was upset about a live that another content creator had done about him, and that person had shared private information. I gave RC117 advice on how to deal with the issue of his privacy being invaded and being made public. That's why I contacted RC117 because he was upset. But there is, oh, and the other person I contacted was about the music because Ralph told everybody to send the tracks to me. And anybody who is in the Discord can confirm that. And all I was looking at was him getting registered on PRS or one of the other sites to preserve royalties in case, because you never know where music's going to go. My advice was simply technical. I used to give Ralph stuff because he was doing lives, maybe he wanted content. In no way was I trying to stir up beef. In fact, I used to tell people to stop posting stuff about other content creators in there to get them annoyed so that then it caused an issue when we were on a live. Most people used to say I was like a school mom or I was like the teacher in there because all I wanted was peace. I did not cause fights. I did not stir up shit. In fact, the person, Carl Francisco, who was a mod for Damat, sent me about 10 messages talking about Ralph. And I forwarded those messages to Ralph and told him what he was saying. And I told him he needed to think about what he wanted to do for himself. He said he wanted to give financial lessons, and he sent me those recordings. He actually recorded voice messages to me. He is another one who contacted me. I didn't go out my way to contact people. I was just someone who was there to support. And another thing that I don't do, because I'm a private person, never once in all the time I was supporter of Ralph did I ever tell anybody about the money that I gave him to support him, not even Golden. So this new narrative about Golden and I collaborating about his goat fence is absolute BS. And I'm so pissed off that I have to come here and talk about things that I deem private, because I don't talk about money. I have actually supported other content creators and never said a word. And those people know who they are. And I never said a word to anybody about any money that I was going to give to Ralph. But I can tell you, I've got PayPal receipts that go back to the 28th of February of last year. Some of them, and I'll just talk about a couple of amounts, were $85 to help with the payments for the stream. Because I believe in supporting people, because that's what I do, because I've worked in the community. I've helped people build businesses before. And I don't talk about the money I give people. And when they were giving out gifts on the channel, and he said, somebody has donated some free merch, that person was me. I was the one who donated some of the free merch. But I didn't want anybody to know who it was, because that's how I am. I'm simply a subscriber who's been attacked by several people, including someone that I talked about on a live, and I'm not going to talk about today because I am taking care of that business outside of YouTube, because I gave a warning. I have been attacked. I have been called a Rasta bitch. I have been called all sorts of things. I have been told I condone abuse, and I have kept quiet. And now I don't know what's going on, but I'm not going to have anybody defame me and talk about me when all I did was support someone who I thought was a spiritual person with good values. But you can't be, you're not actually living your raps, because what you've done is you've made me come up on live to talk about what I have done, which I never do. I never ever talk about what I give and what I don't give, because I give with a clean heart and I don't expect anything back. I just expect to be respected for the support I have given you. I have never told anybody how much money. Golden and her mother don't know to this day anything about money. The person who informed everybody that I was trying to help you was you. And the reason why I couldn't help you, and I think, funny enough, I think God moves in mysterious ways. The reason why that money has not arrived yet, that I was going to get and I was going to use to help you, is probably because God said, no, you shouldn't give it. Because what was meant to happen has not happened. And even up till last week, even when I could feel that you were going to start exposing whatever you were going to expose, I was still going to give you that money, because I keep my promises. Because unlike some people, my word is my bound, as Maggie says. My word is my bond. And I believed in what you were doing. And I believed that you were being targeted. And I believed that people were trying to stop your progress. And I have all my PayPal receipts and I have all the messages I sent you with those PayPals. I even sent you, even when I couldn't get the money that I thought I was going to get, I even sent you some money last week. And let's talk about um, you going to Golden. You didn't tell me you were going to Golden. I went into the Discord because I don't have Discord on my phone. And I saw it when you were on your way because Golden told me you were going. I didn't know you were going to visit Golden. You decided to visit Golden. I had nothing to do with it. But the funny thing is, you talked about buying breakfast and buying liquor, but you didn't talk about the fact that you asked me for $50 the day before you went. So I bought their breakfast and I bought the liquor. And that's the only thing I'm going to talk about money because you've got a cheek. You've got an absolute cheek to be dragging me when I've done nothing but support you. And then you want to say that I am plotting against you. I'm this UK person who's plotting against you. Who plots and gives you money every month? For what? What am I buying from you? What do I need from you? What do I need? What have I ever asked you for? What have I ever asked you for? And you talk about the legal documents. I'm the one who put together all those legal documents and got them sent somewhere. And I made sure that the person, one of the people who's in those legal documents, knew everything I was doing. Just like when I asked Maggie for some information, I copied someone in on that email to ask for information. And I told Maggie to take me out of the email and deal with that person direct. And you're now saying that I want to write a book? Write a book? I was writing stories before. Why do I need your story to write a book? Write a book about what?
Okay, hold on. Let me ask a question. Hi, Michelle. How are you? I am Cups, period. Um, can I ask, so, okay, what happened with you? Like, how, so, okay, hold on. I'm so confused. So, Ralph made, because I haven't watched any of his videos. He made videos about Golden and you.
Yes, he included me in it. And he said it right at
Oh,
the end of his life today
And
that
oh,
we
okay.
plotted
real
to
quick,
stop his progress.
I can't be sure, but I just want to add something real quick. This did not start happening until I believe, in my personal opinion, that he seen that Imani started coming to my channel and was supporting me and spending time at my channel. And then because I trusted her as a person on YouTube, we gained a good rapport. I did make her my moderator on my channel. And so a lot of times when I go live, she's there supporting my channel and moderating for me. But also when he was going live, she's at his channel moderating and supporting for him. She was supporting and moderating for us equally. But I just feel like after he started seeing her supporting me, I think that's when he started getting mad and upset towards her because it's never been no issue or no gripe between them. She's always been very loyal supporter to him. She's always been his main moderator. And just like she said earlier, she's always been the peacemaker. When we first fell out the first time, me and Ralph, over the stupid video game thing, she was the one who made peace between us. That's how we made up. Because she was saying to me, this is so small and insignificant. Y'all can't let these type of things come between y'all. It's too much positivity that you try to bring. It's too much positivity that he tries to bring, and we need that on the platform. So I don't want to see y'all divided. I don't want to see my brothers and my sisters fighting against each other. I don't want to see y'all going out like this. She said that because she wants to make peace. And every time I see her in chat, every time I see her, she's always trying to make peace. She tries to get the trouble out. She tries to tell people to calm down, stop being, like toxic in the Discord or being messy in the Discord. She regulates things, but in a positive way. So things can move smoothly. So the brand can be clean. So he can succeed. And then you have people that are also not just doing that, but financially supporting you because they believe in you and what you talk about and your movement and what type of person that you appear to be. And you're not saying none of this. You want to come out and act like don't know nobody got your back. Everybody is against you. I bet you there's probably more people that have stories like this that have been supporting regularly, 10 toes down, not just
Okay,
with
so
their but with their time and their love and their, what I'm saying, belief in what he's talking about and what he stands for.
right.
Not only did Imani support him and be his moderator on YouTube, she also supports him on TikTok. Every time he go live on TikTok, she's right over there supporting,
Mm.
bigging up the channel, bringing people in to watch and view. Same thing on YouTube, same thing in the Discord. Every time I've seen her, she has been supporting this man 10 toes down. And like I said, the whole money thing, no, she never said none of that to me ever because it's not my business. It's not anybody's business. If she wants to give from her heart, whatever it is she sees fit to give from her heart whenever she can, that's what she does. And he knows that people have been doing that for him. And to turn around and throw people like that that's been in your life for a long time now, well, not long, but a decent amount of time now, and act like they've just never been nothing to you because recently, maybe what, they ain't got it. That just seems a little odd to
So,
me. It
but
seems a little.
okay, so but you said that you think that he feels some type of way that she became your moderator. Now, when did she become your moderator? Did she become your moderator before he came to your house or after?
I think it was
Before.
before. Yeah, before.
Okay,
No,
and
no,
he didn't
no.
say
It was after. It was
Was
after.
it
Because
after
you
or
remember, I
before?
just
It
used
might
to
have
be
been
in your
after.
chat.
it was
Yeah, yeah,
after.
yeah, yeah. Because after that it was like some weird things was going on coming from, and this is what I'm saying, there's things, multiple things going on. So we got Snoopy doing what Snoopy does, we got Stormy doing what Stormy does, we got some nasty pieces of work out here that are attacking people all because of who they support and they're connected to. So I
Hmm.
was getting attacks that were unwarranted, that was coming towards me because one, the people I'm connected to, how I stand up and I speak up for those people that I like and I support and I'm connected to. And when I see nasty work happening to them, I may say something about it. And then when I do, now these people make targets towards me. Or simply because they see who I support and I'm connected to, and because they left and no longer like this person, and I'm still supporting that person, they want to attack me. So they start attacking my channel. They start attacking my mom's channel. That's what he knows. That's what I told him. He said, I'm crying, complain over that. That's why he gave me the TikTok channel. Okay, fine. I said, I will learn how to do this TikTok channel and make the TikTok channel pop. But a lot of my stuff that I do is on YouTube. And I also have other things in real life that takes my time. So I can't just be on all these different social media platforms all day, every day. I spend too much time as it is on YouTube. So as I'm working on these things in my own accord and my own time frame, I'm trying to get the TikTok going. My whole thing is if you give something to somebody, you say, here, you can have this, then I can do with it what I see fit, when and how I see fit. Why is it so pressing to you, a time frame as to which you see me doing certain things on TikTok? That's my question. It's like when you give something to somebody, you don't worry about what they're going to do with it. You gave it to them, whether it's money, a channel, or whatever, shoes, clothes. That's like me giving somebody a bag of clothes and like, why you haven't wore that Gucci dress yet? These
Yeah.
people, they want to wear the dress whenever they're ready to wear the dress. They'll wear the dress however they see fit. I gave it to you. I don't need to regulate what you do with what I gave you. You see what I'm
And
saying?
also, I'm sorry, just one last thing. Golden. I think you forgot to
You
say
keep going.
is
Say as much as you need to say. I'm gonna mute down. Go ahead.
the key thing is, Cups, I said I don't want any of this BS. My son is ill and he's having an operation next week. And I'm a subscriber. Why are you dragging me? I'm not a content creator. I haven't said anything about him to anyone. I haven't said a word, not once. I said, can you keep me out of this? I have a son who is ill. I just want some peace. I, I knew he was already, and then he does a live that says people from the UK, like Imani, these are the people that are attacking his spirituality. I mean, what the hell? So I was okay up until I sent you $100 last week, but now I'm attacking your spirituality. This is not right.
No.
My
And
life is
nobody's trying to,
private. My life
nobody's
is private. You went out there and told people I was going to give you money. I never told people I was going to give you money. That should be a conversation between us. And if you want to know how little I spoke to him on the phone, I've only just started WhatsApping him this year in March because I didn't bother him. I didn't do that stuff. I wasn't in his DMs. I wasn't on his social media. But he's brought me into the forefront now. He's attacking me and saying stuff about me on his lives. So I can't go around freely around YouTube. He's defaming me, saying that I was plotting against him.
And so hold on. So he's doing all of this because you became Golden's moderator?
I have no
no.
idea. I'm not the
They
So
said
okay,
first
but
he
one
so what
who's
he
done
was saying
this.
yesterday was that he felt like, I guess maybe he was saying you and Amani was like shading him or something. Did you hear what he said yesterday, Golden?
I heard all of the things he said since he started and struck up his first live to bring all of that information
Mm.
to YouTube. And I remember you said that, and I said, wow, respect, because she gets it, she sees it. I've never come on to make content and talk about the visit. When we were going
Okay.
live, I wasn't even the one that was like, okay, let's go live, let's go live. He asked me because he had his phone, is it okay if we go live? I said, yeah, sure. We do content. We're content creators. Let's go live. When we first got here, we went live at the lake when I was feeding the
Sorry,
turtles.
Golden. Sorry, Golden, 1 second. How long did Ralph stay at your house?
It was 2 nights.
So he stayed 3 days, 2 nights,
No, 2 nights.
but he had to leave the next day. So that means 3 days, two
Oh,
nights.
yeah, I guess a portion, but very early he left out the next that
Yeah,
day.
it's
So
still, yeah. It's like when you go on a vacation, you that next day that you check out, that still counts as a day technically
yeah, like
because you
if you
still
at a
there.
hotel, if you staying at a hotel, that's how
And
they would count
Cups,
it. You
I
know what I'm
haven't
saying?
said can I just say something else? I actually said to Golden, let this just ride it through, let him talk himself out, he's gonna get fed up of talking about this eventually. But
Hmm.
today, it's the last straw. It's the last straw about money.
Because
It's
it
the
doesn't
last straw.
end. And you seen until
So,
now.
so okay, Golden. Do you think he set you up? Do you think he came to your house to like set you up or something?
I don't know what the setup would be about or what it would be for. I really did not feel that down in my heart and my spirit about him because it was a decent visit when he came. Like he didn't make us feel unsafe. And
So,
so for
so
me to get up on YouTube and wake up one morning and my mom say, Ralph is live and he's dragging us and talking about his stay here. I said, what do you mean? She was like, yeah, he's exposing this, he's exposing that. And I said, I'm thinking in my mind, why? Because what for? I didn't make that content. Only when we went live when he was here was the only thing that people knew about his visit here to my house. Why would you go live and talk about every intricate detail from beginning to end on your live for content? Why would you do that? And I'm still asking the question to this day. What pissed you off? What made you upset? And then I heard when he was talking to you and Maggie the other night, and I'm just gonna tell you, they both were stirring the pot. But a lot of the things that he said, as far as his suspicions about me, a lot of this stuff was like from last year. But since then, if we made up and we move forward, why do you bring that up to be how you're going to navigate this situation and basically try to convince people that what you're doing is right? You're bringing up old stuff that we already moved past. If that was such a big issue to you, then why are we cool or become cool again? Why did you come to my house? If you're so suspicious of me and you feel danger or unsafe, why would you come to my house and stay 2 nights?
Yeah, I don't
It
know.
doesn't
That part right there do got me confused. I'm a little bit lost as to why he came to your house. That part right there just got me a little, threw me for a loop.
going nowhere and passing through the town that I live in. And so he was like, he said it on his live. He was like, I might just pull up on Golden. And then he said that he was passing through, going to somewhere else, and passing through my town. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. So I knew he was going to pull up. We talked about it. I knew he was going to come. So
You know,
all of
I
the
understand that part. I'm just trying to, I mean, I get he was passing through, but like you said, if he felt the way he clearly still feels about you, why did he come to pass through? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because clearly, once he left, this is the outcome of it, where he's now saying these things. And I don't know, what I got from it was that he was trying to make it seem like you were kind of doing one thing in the back end. He said that he would be live and then you would be texting him while he's live and he asked you not to do that and you kept doing it.
okay. So yeah, I did used to do that back in the day. So what was happening was there was a lot of fights and stuff going on at that time. And it was I met him and I learned about him on Maggie's channel. Then there was a shift and a change where instead of him not getting along with Maggie, him and Maggie started getting along. Then I started getting along with both of them. Well, I always was getting along with Maggie, but then I went over to go check him out and see what his platform is about and who he really is as a creator. Because when I learned about him, it's because Maggie told me what was happening with the whole Murph situation. And I didn't know him, but I was, laughing along or going along with whatever I was being told. And I started to say, that's not right for me to do. Instead of listening to what people tell me about people, I need to go over to their channel, spend some time there, and get to know them for myself. And also, he did speak up for me in multiple situations, such as the Mike situation. And he also stood up for Maggie as well, too. So nobody has taken away any of these things that he's done. And I thought that was pretty noble of him to do because when he stood up for me in a Mike situation, I was still over there with Maggie, and they still were talking bad about him with Murph. So even at the time where we was going against him, he still spoke up for me, even though I'm someone who's on the side of the channel who's going against him at the time. And I thought that's a noble thing to do. So
Okay,
that's
so
how I
hold
got.
on. So
Can
the
I
whole
just say
situation
one
of,
last thing? Um, I would say up until what's happened over this last week, I had total respect for how he behaved and what he did. And I truly supported what he did. And a lot of the stuff that happened in the Discord had nothing at all to do with me. I did not think he had CP in the Discord. I did not stalk anybody. I did not put an investigator out on anybody, which are certain things that have been said, but I'm not going to discuss that person because, like I said, I'm taking care of that in the background. I was a full supporter of him, and I didn't like what people were saying about him because I was basing it on my interaction with him, which, even though I was in the Discord, I rarely ever spoke to him. I only used to call him and say, I've got something for you for content. All that stuff that I sent him is about content. It's about
And some stuff
audios
I
that I
like
used to
to do
do.
like that as well. Like, you know, because all of
I,
the
oh, I just want to say
Okay,
this last
but
thing. I
yeah,
just
go
want to say
ahead.
this last thing. I had total respect for him. I realized that a lot of things had happened that had made him paranoid about stuff. And I realized that he might have been suspicious of me because it was coming from the UK. But not everybody in the UK supports Sean Atwood. Not everybody in the UK is the same. We're not a monolith. Yeah. I'm a black woman who lives in the UK, born in the UK. I've lived in the States as well. I have family in the States. I
That are being
understand a
threatened
lot
by Snoopy.
about both cultures. And when Golden used to do stuff on Black history, because I used to teach young kids in the community centre Black history, that's why I expressed an interest in her content. I used to work with her, and I'm interested in politics as well. That's why I used to work with her on her content. Her content had nothing to do with what Ralph was doing. And you can look
Yeah,
at her channel to see
very
it.
different.
I just used to
Our
advise her on some of the stuff she wanted to put forward.
Yep. Our content is very different. I don't do the moon stars and quasars and all of that. We have different spiritualities. I've always said on my channel, anybody is welcome to my channel despite the fact that we have different spirituality beliefs or religious belief. Okay? It's been always very clear. Me and my mom, yes, we have been like Christian, we've been in the church, we've left the church, and now we just consider ourselves to be spiritual, but it's still we still say God. We pray to God, and stuff like that. So, but I was learning different spiritualisms from going over to his channel. I said, well, this is interesting. I've never heard of this, type of spirituality before and the way he was teaching it. So I thought that was cool. And then the love and the light and being kind and wanting to be a collective. That's what I feel deep down we need to be connected as a human race. And then now there's all of this push that I'm prejudiced. I don't like white people. I'm like, why are these people doing this? And a lot of it has to do with Snoopy, because I don't know who sent her or what she's on, but she's, doing her thing to get people to, I just, it's too much. Maybe you see it, Cups, and maybe you don't. I don't know. It seems like, I don't know, you keep away
who did
from
you
this.
just say? Who did you say was talking about you?
Snoopy is this woman from Ireland that is just taking it upon herself now to become the representative for the black tea sector, I guess. And she's talking about people, she's doxing people, she's harassing people, she's threatening people, she's threatening Monty's family and
Mm.
her. She's doxing, saying she have their addresses, getting people's
She
information.
She told me she's got my address, she's got my sister's address who lives in the States. That's why I'm dealing with it in the background. Asha, I'm just to answer Asha's question. I have never lived near Murph. I know there may have been somebody who put something in the Discord, and Ralph knows who that person might be, but it definitely wasn't me who put
Right.
that I was going to take photos of him. I live more than 2 hours away.
And that's my
Mm.
whole thing. If he knows these things because he watches everything so closely and monitors things so closely, he keeps all the receipts, he's got all the messages, he knows who's who and who's not. So why come out and allow those narratives to be spread about her? And you know that she's not the one. Why now attack her? Why now focus on attacking her? One of your biggest supporters in many ways, more ways than one. Why attack her like that? People out here call me Boo Boo the Fool, okay? Because I have been supporting. I ain't gonna lie. They call me that. I see what they say about me because I have been supporting that guy and sticking by him despite what people have told me about him. These people have their own stories and experiences, and they were trying to tell us. They were trying to tell us. And I was just like, well, look, I don't know. Maybe I was thinking maybe it's because they was attracted to him or they wanted him or something like that. And that wasn't nice of me to do. But I didn't understand why. Why they was coming so hard at this guy when to me what I was always seeing, it seemed like he seemed to be a positive person. But you know what? This is my karma. I heard someone say that, and I won't lie about that. It's fine because all of those other people who were telling their experience and their story, I was still rocking and trying to support him. And then it's like you don't get it until it happens to you. Then you
And
get it,
also,
right? That's
I
how
will
life is.
say I've got no regrets about the support I gave because I gave it in good faith. I have no regrets because I don't give to get anything back. You give with a clean heart. And I live by, and then one of the reasons why I used to be, the whole love stuff was a poignant for me because I'm a Christian and the I live by the Corinthians 1:13, which is all about love. It's all about love. And I don't have any regrets about what I did, but what I want to try and understand is don't try and clean up your image by attacking people that have supported you without question. I supported him without question. And it's not that I ignored anything because I did not, how I felt about what happened in the Discord. Number one, I wasn't there for half of this stuff that they say was going on. But there is nobody in that Discord that can tell you that I attacked them, that I was rude to them. I was a moderator in the Discord. I never kicked one person out. I never kicked. All I used to do was try and lower the temperature sometimes when things were getting overheated. And I used to say to people, don't go and troll people in the chat because Ralph will get the blame. They can tell you that. If they want to, I don't believe that any person who is in that Discord will lie about my time in there. But I was not someone who was instigating anything. So when he's talking about, I don't want to, I said to him, I don't want to be involved in your YouTube BS. And that was the BS that he was doing the other day. I didn't
Exactly. And
comment
you
about
said, I
anything.
don't have time for any of this. Please, I don't need this stress because my son is getting ready to have an operation. Please leave me out of this. And he kept going and continues to keep going. So come on. Like, this is somebody who's doing people like that that have cared about you and supported you. They ask you kindly, can you please stop talking about this? Can you please let this go? And leave my name out of it. But you keep going and keep going. And you going on panels with people and you keep bringing it up and talking about it over and over again and not speaking the truth about these situations. It's not right to do. I don't have no problem telling the truth. I've told the truth about this situation at my own expense. Does that look like somebody that's willing to lie? I have to explain this stuff to my boyfriend. Does that look like somebody that's going to sit up here and continue to lie?
Mm.
So,
So,
there's
okay,
a lot of
I got two questions. Let me just the question I asked you about the whole situation about where he said you were contacting him while he was live. You're telling me that that happened in the past. That's not something that happened recently, right?
if you see any of my threads, and I ain't gonna lie, I message a lot and I talk a lot. He don't really respond back very much, okay? But my reason for doing so is like, like when you see somebody that live, they're doing a commentary on a certain thing, right? It's like I was dropping messages in there that was like following up with the commentary. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also dropping messages in the chat that's following up with the commentary. And some of it was not sent during lives. Some of it was sent after lives as follow-ups. Or I didn't know that he's live. Because when he on TikTok, I don't be on TikTok like that. That's what I'm saying. I gotta get on the TikTok more. I get that. But if he's
She
live on the
texts a
YouTube,
lot.
then I type a lot to everybody. Everybody who has ever talked to me know that I type a lot. And I type like I talk. Like when I'm typing a message, it's like I'm talking to you. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's not what
Okay.
is the line or the setup when it comes to that? I want to know how that is. Can you tell me, Cups? Because I
As
know
far,
you said you did that or you experienced that.
well,
So how?
well, yeah. So what sometimes that could be a bit overwhelming. You're doing a live stream, and I'm sorry my voice because you guys I'm sick, but when you're doing a live stream and someone is constantly texting you while you're trying to stream, that can be a bit frustrating, in my opinion. That's something I went through. Um, and I know that people care, and I know like you probably care. Like I said, it seemed like you supported him. Um, but sometimes it could be overwhelming, especially when there's a lot of stuff going on, like drama and beef. And even for you, I can know that that could be overwhelming. But it seems that maybe he got frustrated with it. And okay, my other question is, so did you like this guy? Did you tell him that you liked him or something like that?
No, I did not tell him that I like him. I said I like his energy. I
Okay.
like what he
So,
standing for, how he seemed to be, like very loving and kind and understanding. And then I
okay.
also have understanding for him because of the things that he would express and share about how he grew up, his background, and we come from the same city. So I took
Mm,
a kind of liking to that type of situation, like, oh, I kind of get
okay.
this. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah, like he was
I
cool. Like, yeah, like
was
a
like,
vibe. Like he was like a cool vibe, but not like dating or nothing like that. Because I just want to get some clarity on this. Because I was trying to figure out this whole Emmett Till thing that they were talking about. So,
okay,
is he trying to say that you were trying to basically bait him because he likes to date out his race and you like him?
uh,
Is that
child, that's funny. That is too funny. Okay, so what is all simultaneously happening here in YouTube? That and the crazy thing is, I don't understand why it's not obvious. You know how Maggie do her lives. Maggie goes from topic to topic, right? I see a lot of these people that are talking about or doing these things on their channels, right? Because I watch a lot of different channels. So Maggie is talking about one topic. People are up there talking about that topic. I come up there to talk about that topic. We talk about it for a little bit. Then, when she sees somebody else come in the chat, she brings them up. When they come up, if there's a situation that she wants to talk about as far as that topic, she shifts quickly to the next topic. So they was already talking about racism. We was talking about some things that was said by another individual, and I don't want to keep bringing it up because that's I thought was already addressed. Many people are also talking about it, but we were talking about, or they were talking about on her channel, she was talking about the racism and some comments that someone made about, the N word and Africa and trading our ancestors for spices.
Yeah, I
They were
remember
talking,
that. I remember that conversation. I brought it up also yesterday. That's why I wanted to know, like, was it something specifically about him dating white girls that this Emmett Tillman comment came
oh
up, or
it was being a merged conversation. So the issue
okay,
that me and him having, and then me speaking and talking about my feelings about this racism that's being exuded on YouTube, all got merged in together. And I think, honestly, and this is my personal opinion, that he felt triggered because he knows that dating, whatever women, YT women, is his preference. And I was not throwing that in his face, but I said we were having a conversation about racism. He wanted to bow out of the conversation, and Maggie got mad at him. And then he started dragging Maggie. And then the next day, they're getting along again. So that's what I'm saying. These people do what they do. He didn't want to talk about the conversation about racism. He didn't want to talk about the comments that this woman made calling people the N word. He didn't want to talk about how a lot of these people on this internet are using racial slurs to attack us. He said, I don't want to have this conversation, and he left. Then he got mad that Maggie got mad at him because he didn't want to talk about it. Then I guess they made up and they, patched it up with each other, maybe behind the scenes, maybe on a live that I didn't see. I don't know. Because the next day I seen them, they was back cool again. But they had fell out over that because he said that she was yelling and being disrespectful towards him because he didn't want to talk about it. But that's what I'm saying. These are different topics and conversations that are all now getting blended and merged into one. But he know where I
I,
stand on that. Many people know where I stand on that because that's what I talk about in my content. I don't deal with racism. I don't like it, not one bit. And I don't like racist people. And when I hear them or I see them saying things, they come around me, I check them and I kick them out. And they don't like me for that. But that's okay. You don't have to like me, but I'm not going to tolerate that disrespect.
Can I ask, Cups, have you got any more questions for me? Because I really don't, I don't want to be up here too long. Um, or
Well, yeah,
does anybody? Yeah.
because I just learned about you. Like I said, yesterday came, it was a lot. So, I didn't even know anything about you. I'm just learning this. So I'm gonna have to go back and
I'm a
kind of listen to this.
subscriber. People are not supposed to know me like
No, I
that.
agree.
And that's
That's what I'm
my
saying. I
point.
agree. Nobody's supposed to know you, but I didn't know if he spoke about, but I don't watch his channel. I never seen his channel, so I don't know what he's doing over there. So I'm just hearing right now, and I apologize that you're going through what you're going through because you shouldn't have to go through any of this. Because, like you said, you're just a subscriber. So I do apologize, but do you feel like he started attacking you because you became a moderator for Golden?
I only took the moderator wrench after he had been. I was very aware of the fact that it might, he might, they, I didn't think there'd be a conflict in what they do, but it might conflict with when he wants to go live. But whenever he has been live and I've been on Golden's channel, I've actually just gone to his channel
Yeah,
because I was moderating for him first.
yeah. And it's
And
like
I
if
only
I'm
took the
not in
wrench. Golden had asked me to take a wrench 3 months ago. I only took the wrench after he visited Golden because I thought, well, everything must be cool now. That's when I took
exactly.
the wrench.
If it's all love, then what's the problem? You see what I'm saying? But these people have fake love for you,
I
and
mean,
they're
but hold
playing.
on, let me say this. But let me say this, Golden. I do apologize. I understand how you feel, but sometimes that could be an issue. And I just want to say that part as well because when people have moderators, and I don't believe in controlling moderators or anything like that. I believe everybody can go whatever the heck they want. I've been a moderator and I've been in my own moderator gate situation. I'm sorry that you're going through your moderator
Yeah,
gate situation, Amani. So, but
I want
sometimes when people are close, if he was close with you, Amani, and you guys had I guess a semi business relationship or maybe a very cool relationship,
We didn't
and
have.
then I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
Cubs. Let me just say something that Ralph said. Ralph said that we're supposed to help people to build their channels if we're a collective. So
Yeah.
if
right.
he's gone to Golden's house, I'm assuming that you think Golden is okay. And I'm helping. I actually told him before he went there that I told him a few weeks ago I've been helping her with her content. I didn't hide it. Everybody sees me in the chat. They know I support Golden. I told him
Yep.
I've been helping her put together some of her content, and her
But okay,
content does not conflict.
but I understand that what you're saying, and there's nothing wrong with what you're doing at all. So I don't want to make it seem like you're doing anything wrong or Golden doing anything wrong or anything like that. But I just want to, give you guys a different perspective as well. That sometimes when you build your relationships with your moderators, and like what I'm understanding, him and Golden had some type of situation in the past. Maybe this time around he want, I don't know. Maybe clearly didn't want you being her moderator. And maybe he definitely should have talked to you about it and you guys should have had a conversation about it. You shouldn't be doxxed or attacked or anything because of it. But, I think that, hey
Yeah, you're
Maggie,
right.
hey Buka Beer, I think that maybe, because that's why I asked the question, did he start acting like this towards you once you became a moderator for
No,
Golden?
no, no, he did not. He did not. He actually even came to the channel
That's what
after he
I'm saying.
visited Golden.
Everything
Okay.
He
was
didn't.
So this is just something that just happened recently, just out of nowhere.
Yeah,
so.
yeah,
One
that's what
thing
I'm
that I
saying.
want to
It's
make
out
very
of
clear.
nowhere. And I
One
honestly
thing I
don't
want
really want to talk
to
a
real
lot
quick.
about him. I really don't, because that's not my style. I literally feel I've been forced to come out here and defend myself when I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to defend myself about money. I don't
And
talk
here's
about my money.
real quick. Here's my thing. If this is somebody that you hold that close and dearly to yourself, right? That's been your loyal supporter, right? And you hear that this person is being harassed and bullied online by some weirdo that I guess used to be obsessed or in the Discord. I don't even know where this woman comes from, but she's now out here saying that she has Imani and her family members' addresses and personal information and threatening to put that stuff out there. You don't care that that's happening to somebody that you're that close to, that has supported you all this time, that
Can
you
I
have a
correct
good
that?
connection.
Can I correct that, Golden? She didn't threaten to put it out there. The fact that you tell me you have my address and you have my sister who lives in the States address is a threat. That alone
Right?
is a threat. Because why do
Yeah.
you have it? Because my social media, nothing personal is attached to my YouTube ID for this reason, because there are crazy people running around.
Come on,
And she
Maggie.
told me she knows about my social media. She told me she knows about my dogs. Whether she does or she doesn't, my sister, my sister is nothing to do with YouTube. Why do you want to tell me you've got my sister's address who lives in the States? That to me is a threat alone.
That's a threat. That is definitely a threat. That's out of control.
This is what's happening. This is what I'm saying. Like, these are the things that I've been talking about. These are the things that I've been trying to bring to awareness. These are the things that we've been fighting against by ourselves, mind you. But that's okay, because I don't have no problem fighting by myself. But if
So
you're
hold
gonna
on. So
be,
do you think that Ralph is mad at y'all because he don't want to help y'all fight against the people that's attacking y'all?
it's
That's
Y'all
not
think
not
that
his
he trying to
true.
flip it on y'all?
responsibility, not his responsibility. But I'm
I
saying
mean,
the
it's not his
way he's set
responsibility. It's
up,
not. It's definitely not his responsibility. But I'm just saying, like, do you
it's
think
not
that
his
that's what this is about?
no,
Well,
no.
hi
What
I
everyone
never
on the
asked.
panel.
Hey, Maggie.
Hi, Maggie. Listen, Cups, I never asked him to fight anything. I just
no.
showed him some of the messages that have been written about me, like I'm a Rasta bitch by
Mm-hmm.
someone
Mm.
I've never done anything to.
More racial slurs.
I've never done anything to Vampy. I've never done anything to Snoopy. I've never done
Mm-hmm.
anything to these people who are writing about me in chats all day. Never ever
Right.
had a bad word with them.
Right.
This has been going on for about, well, since last July, since people left the Discord. I refused to speak. I, in fact, used to tell Golden, don't go into those chats. Leave them alone. Let them talk. Let them keep talking. But that's not my style. That's not my style. I was doing it because I knew that if we went into the chats, the attacks would not come back. They would use it as an excuse to start attacking him again. Golden can
Michelle,
attest
I'm
to the fact
sorry
that I
to
was telling her, leave it alone.
Imani. I'm just gonna say something real fast if you don't mind. I'm just gonna say that I would love to talk about the bracelet. That's why I came up. So when you feel like it, let me know, Golden, okay?
Oh my God.
All
I
I'm
don't, you
saying,
see,
hold
bracelets is
on,
so important. Do you see? No,
listen,
listen.
I'm Golden. Honestly, I've got to come down. I'm not going to stay on the panel because I really didn't come up here to talk about him. I came up here to defend what was said today because it's forced me to come and explain myself and
I
money.
can go down if you want, Imani. I'm so
No,
sorry.
no, 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 it's fine. Because I'm not going to be, next thing I'm going to be included in some panel discussion that's creating content about him when he's been talking about me since the day that he blocked me on the account.
This
I
is
don't
just a
want to be included in that.
conversation.
I'm not a content creator. I'm a
I
subscriber
know.
and a
I
supporter.
swear I can come back later. I really
No,
did
no,
not
no, it's
want to
fine.
make you
It's
feel
fine,
like
Maggie.
that.
Honestly, I've finished now. I've finished now,
Okay,
honestly.
okay, okay. If you're sure,
Honestly.
because I feel bad.
Honestly, I'm sure it's nothing to do with you and Maggie, it's nothing against you. I just
Okay,
don't want to be
cool.
included in another round of we're attacking him and defaming him. I'm just come up here to speak the truth because he actually said that Golden and I colluded not to let him get his money.
Right. That's a lie.
What
A
what
big
money? I'm so sorry.
a
Colluded?
big lie.
Oh my God, I am so lost. Jesus
Thank
Christ.
you, Cubs.
I,
Okay, I'm
I
not the only one
make
colluding.
everything clear. And hold on, Magic, give me 1 second. Cups, I'm trying to make everything clear. This is this is Imani, a loyal subscriber, a loyal supporter. She told her story. That should be very clear. I don't know what else is not clear. What is
No, I
not clear?
understand the Amani part. I understand Amani talking. I'm
A
talking
lot of
about
things are not
the
clear, Golden,
no, no,
please.
no, no, no. I'm talking about somebody just said something about money and colluding. That's why I just said I'm confused about that. They said money and colluding.
He
That's why I was like,
said,
what?
he said that me and Imani were working in the background to
Mm,
collude towards not letting him get or make his money. How are we doing that if we're supporting him? How are we taking
mm.
money from him?
You when did he say that? I'm really confused. I'm like, what?
Did you hear what Imani said, Maggie?
No, I just came into your chat to
So you
say
didn't
hi.
hear
And
what
then
Imani
you
was
dropped
talking
the link and I was like, okay, I'm gonna chill with you girls.
about? Okay, all
I
right.
literally just arrived. It's 12. It's
Imani,
it's it's the break.
Imani told her story, okay, and her experience, and that is what it is. And she is being treated horribly now, and I don't think
No,
that is
that's
right.
okay that she says a story. My question is, what collusion for not you to not make the money? I knew that he was talking about you and Imani, saying that you were colluding to put him in storyline. But I don't know about the money. That's why I was real the blocking him from making money on his channel. I was like, huh?
There's no storyline. There's no blocking him from making money. There's none of these things that he says that there are going on. That's what I'm saying. I don't
I
understand what the
just
confusion.
told you that this is not what he's saying. He said that you're colluding to make a storyline, not to stop him from making the money on his channel. Because
What
I
is the
keep on seeing with you that you keep on trying to make it seem like this man is a money hungry hippo. And I'm trying to understand from the bottom of my heart, why is this happening? So that's why I'm being so serious right now. I'm asking you, when did he say that you were
I'll
all
let
colluding for
I'll
his channel not to make money? Because I know about you colluding for
can you
for
please
storyline.
Maggie, can you respect the channel? I'll just let Cups explain it because she was here from the beginning of what Imani said. And you let me know what you think about what she tells
Okay,
you.
cool.
Wait, hold on now, because I am too sick to be explaining. But I'm just want some understanding here myself because I understand what Amani came up here. Amani basically is saying that she was being attacked. She did bring it to Ralph. She did not expect him to fight for her, but she did bring it to him. She supported him. She helped him with things. And then at some point, Ralph went to go see Golden, and then um Amani became Golden's moderator. And then after that, it seemed like maybe Ralph didn't like the fact that Amani became Golden's moderator, or something happened in that time where then Ralph then started bringing the story to YouTube. And I'm guessing, Magic, you're saying that Ralph said that they're colluding to make a storyline, but he was the one that actually brought it to YouTube. And what I'm understanding now is that he's the one that actually brought Amani into the story recently.
Yeah,
Is
that
it,
Yeah,
I know. That's why I'm agreeing with that. I know that
okay.
he's saying that Golden and Imani are like there is something there, and that Golden was asking a lot of question about Imani. That I know of. But it is
Mm.
the money aspect because I'm like creating a storyline among both of y'all. Um, I don't believe that, and I said that right, Cups
Yeah, that
yesterday.
don't make no sense. Yeah, that don't make no sense.
I
Yeah.
don't say it doesn't make any sense because I've been dealing with shaky.
Right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Right, girl. You're
Okay,
right.
thank you so
Mhm.
much. I'm like,
Mhm.
there are
My bad.
plenty
My
of
bad, girl.
shit
I'm
we have
sick. I'm sick.
seen, my love. Come on,
I'm
man,
sick,
we're dealing
girl.
with shaky.
I got boggle brain right now. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm
Yo,
sick.
okay. So no, I
Yes.
can imagine anything and anyone inventing a storyline for anything and any reason. But me, it is the trying to stop him. He's mad because we're trying to stop him from making money. That is pushing a storyline because it ain't about that. From what I am understanding, even right now, it's about pushing a storyline. Why are you trying to make it seem like it's about him not being mad because of money? That pissed me off because you know, and I know, and we all know that this is a storyline that's being pushed on him. And if it is true, it needs to be exposed. But if it is just to be confusing, Maggie is not okay with it because I know Shaky. And I know that Danny Robertson, the only thing she's waiting is for people to say that Ralph is stealing money from women, which Golden, you know. So when you say,
All right. So I understand that that is something that gets weaponized against him and said about him. And who was the biggest one that was standing up and saying and defending that Ralph is not a bad person? Ralph is not a dangerous person. I don't think Ralph is like that. I've been the one who get called boo boo the damn fool almost every day because I was the one who continued to support Ralph. Even with the whole situation on the Freeman Farms between him and Danny, who was I supporting? I'm supporting Ralph. I didn't believe that story. So
you're
whatever
going
Danny
in
got
too many
going on,
direction. That is
no,
not what
no,
I'm
no.
saying.
Whatever Danny's got going on
Girl,
and
I'm
whatever
not
he
telling
wants
you
to do
this.
with it, that's
Don't,
that you cannot tie me to that. I'm not in nothing with no Danny. I'm not in nothing
I'm
with
not saying you're with
nobody.
anything with Danny. I'm saying that it's
So
about the money.
it
It's
makes
just
it
the
seem
money.
like
Now, if you
because
tell me
we
that he is
agitating for
ungrateful,
Ralph,
that he is not listening to you, that he is not he is crazy for doing the storyline, that I understand. It is the money aspect and the only aspect. So don't be talking about everything else. Talk about the
Maggie,
money.
that's not my storyline. That's Ralph's
That's
storyline.
your storyline because you just I just heard you say that he said that you were colluding to stop his money.
Maggie, you're not understanding, hon.
I
You really
I am.
not.
Don't be doing that, please,
You're
Golden.
not. You're not. Because he's lying about the damn crystals and the bracelets, which to me is really is pathetic, honestly. That is something that is so small, is very pathetic. We are talking about loyal subscribers that have sent that man money, okay? And the way he's throwing them under the bus and treating them like they've never been nothing and they're nobody, that's what we're talking about. So he can go home and talk all he wants about, oh, the people just want to say I'm only after money. Look, bro, we don't know what you're after. We don't know what it is. Why? Why did you get so mad like this that you're going to throw me under the bus that's been supporting you? Even when I get clowned every single day for doing so. Why would you throw Imani under the bus, who has only been supporting you and helping you? Why would you treat her like that? Why do you treat people the way you treat them? That's the question. And what we're trying to get to is the bottom of the answer. And he has none to give. So now it's all of this deflection in every other direction. Now we're supposed to be working and teaming up to go against him. Now we're supposed to be trying to get over here to be working with Danny Robinson. This is not true. None of these things that he's saying is true. What are y'all not understanding about that?
Oh
And
no,
I don't
no.
mean I'm
I
not
don't believe for
attacking
one
nobody.
second that
I'm
you're
just
working with
saying,
Danny
no.
Robertson. We said that me and Cups yesterday. I don't believe you're trying to create a
So the
storyline.
question is the question he needs to answer
It's the
more.
money thing that I don't like it because whether you see it or not,
He brought
you're
that up, not
pushing
me.
Golden. Whether you no, you're the one who said, okay, Cubs, let's put it to rest. Just answer that
Cause
for me, please.
if he
No, no,
brings
no. I
these stories
understand. I
to
understand. Like I said, I'm not saying can
mm,
I'm not saying that oh, he didn't do anything wrong with his subscriber. What I'm saying is the colluding, he is mad because of colluding, because of stopping money. And that's my problem with that. I'm like,
I got
you
it.
do not know that.
Well, I have said many a things that I am suspicious of or
So you're
questioning why
suspicious of
he did
that,
that.
but you don't know.
Magic.
I want it to be
What I'm saying is, I have said many things trying to figure out what is his problem. What is the issue? Why did you bring this to make content on the internet? Why are you so angry? I can't figure it out. And he has yet to give the exact reason. So all I'm doing is going through my mind like, what could this be about? What is this about? Why all of a sudden? Because you already know the day prior to him going live and cutting up the way he did All three of us was on panel, and it seemed like everything was cool. I went to sleep. I woke up to chaos with him on a live screaming and hooping and hollering and telling a story about what went down when he was here at my house with me and my mama and my family. So you tell me, why did he do that? And we have no answers.
You
He's
want me
not
to
giving
tell you?
answers.
Do you want me to tell you?
I don't want to
Yes, I
hear
want to
that.
know. Why did he do it? Tell
Please
us.
don't
He
trust
told us
me.
yesterday, Cups, and like
No,
I said,
Maggie,
you
that's
can
old.
agree.
That's
Oh my
old.
God.
That's
You can
old.
agree or not agree with the reasoning. I agree with that. I didn't
Go
agree
ahead.
with the colluding to make a storyline. Like Cups, you I know you're sick though. How is the NyQuil?
Is I just took me some Dayquil. I'm making me some
Oh
waffles right
Jesus.
now. But no, I know
Yeah,
he said he
Yeah,
went
he
yeah.
live
said
because
that.
he
That's why I'm
felt
like, you want
agitated.
me to tell
But
you what he said? But
but hold
I
on,
don't
why
know.
did
I
he go
wasn't
live the
here.
first time? Because she's saying the first time
Hello?
he went live
Can I
talking about her
speak?
home and her family.
Hold on, y'all. Hold
Can
on.
I
Hold on.
speak?
One at a time. One at a time.
Hello,
Cups,
Can I
Michelle.
finish
speak
what
to
you were saying.
Maggie? Can I
Wait, wait,
explain
wait, wait,
something to
wait, wait,
Maggie?
wait.
Oh yeah, for
Let
sure,
Cups
man.
finish. Hold on, real quick, Imani.
No,
Let
no, no.
Cups
Let
finish.
Amani talk. Let Amani talk. Go ahead, Amani. Go
No,
ahead. Let
I'm
Amani
going to
say her
Okay.
explain
thing.
to Maggie why
Yeah,
we're
All right.
talking about money
yo,
because he
stop
brought
blocking
it
me,
up.
Golden. Please do, Michelle. Thank you.
What if you can you let Imani
Listen,
talk?
listen, listen, Maggie. We are talking about money because he said it at the end of his live today that me and Golden were supposed to give him money, and we both were talking about a goat fence, which is something I never even discussed with Golden. He brought money into it. I didn't bring money into it. He did.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank
I
you.
never told Golden that I was going to give him money. I never discussed money. He did. Listen to the end of his life today before you
Okay,
start
thank
thinking
you.
that we're trying to spin a narrative because it's pissing
Thank
me
you.
off.
Okay,
It
Michelle, can
is.
I answer you something, or is it okay now?
Yes.
Thank you so much for taking the time to actually give me a straightforward answer. That is just what I wanted. I wanted to
Sorry,
understand
Maggie. I'm
why.
so pissed off that I've even got to come
I
up here and
understand.
discuss this.
I
I
understand, but
don't talk about money. He
mm-hmm.
brought it up at right at the end of his life. He said, "Me and Golden."
mm, like I said, I understand better now because you're so clear and so straightforward and not trying to spin it and talk about something else. Okay? Because for me, I'm like, I'm seeing it. I'm not crazy. I'm seeing the trying to make it seem that that storyline, not from you, but just in general. That's why I'm
Maggie,
like,
when
I
have
don't.
you heard me talk about Ralph?
I
What have
said
you
not
ever
from
heard me
you, my
say?
love. I said not from you, Imani.
No, no,
I'm
no.
talking
I'm
about
just
other
saying, I'm
people.
not blaming you. I'm saying,
Okay.
in all the time you've seen me in chats or anywhere, have you ever seen me say anything negative
Never,
about Ralph?
never, never, never. I can say that like with certitude. Never.
Thank you,
Why
Maggie.
do they call me his
Not
ride
you.
or
You, I
die?
heard you talk about money. Imani, never.
Okay, so again, Maggie, you're making this be about me. So look, okay,
It's not,
y'all
it
don't
is
like me.
about you.
Money out the
And
way.
hi,
I don't
dropping the tea.
but you're
Hi.
always it's my narratives and what I say. I'm not making it about money. He's lying on me. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if I have to defend myself and he's the one who brings this to the internet, to alive, and he wants to talk about that, don't mistalk about anything when it comes to money. I wasn't talking about money. I wasn't talking about bracelets. I wasn't talking about crystals. I wasn't talking about fences. I'm not talking about any of that. He's
You were
talking about
talking about donation.
donation. Don't people get up here and ask for donations and whatever somebody cash asks them or send them should it be appreciated no matter how low or how high?
Cups explained to me that when someone sell you something, sometimes people can be
That's the
weird.
other. That's what I'm saying, Maggie. You're telling lies. He was
I'm
not
telling a
selling
lie. He didn't sell you the
No,
bracelet.
he said that he didn't sell the bracelet, Magic. He said he did not. He said himself that he
it.
did not sell those bracelets to her. He said that himself yesterday. I heard him say that because I asked him
No,
how much
he
the
said
bracelets
that he
was.
no, he said that she could pay any price she wanted.
Yeah,
Remember,
she said,
Cups?
yeah, like a donation, basically.
What is that's a donation, cups, giving someone bracelet and saying, "Oh, you know what? Normally there is a fixed price, but I'm gonna you can give me whatever amount that you want."
No, but what I'm
because
saying, if
That's a
somebody gives you
donation.
something and says
You
you
know
don't
what?
have to
I
pay
don't
me the
understand
price
the
for
word
it, you can give
donation
me something.
anymore.
yo. So he gave it to us. Okay. My mom has a good heart. We didn't have money at the time. She said, "How much do these go for?" He said, "You know what? For you, mama, $8." That's what he said to her. But when he first gave them to her, she was like, "Okay, well, I don't have it right now, but when I get my check, I'll send you the money for the bracelets." He said, "Don't worry about it, mama. It's all good." That's what he said to my mom. Come
So
on.
he
So if
so he
somebody
said,
says
"Don't
that,
worry, mama." So he
don't
said, "Don't
worry
worry,
about
mama," and it is $8. Like I said, I'm done with the
it. Right.
donation.
So
That's not
therefore,
what it means.
it's no longer a sale. So now whatever you get sent
Oh
after
Jesus!
that, it's no longer a sale. It's a donation. Do you understand? It's
No, I
breaking
do
you off a
not.
little bread because I want to go extra. What are you talking
No,
about?
I do not. Golden, I do not. Okay, I'm like, listen,
Magic, y'all trying
the
to
break.
spin a
All
narrative.
right, instead of calling it a donation, maybe call it an offering.
Not even an
Whatever you
offering. Just it's
Well,
a
if he
step.
said
It's not
$8, but
because
then he said
someone
not to pay anything, then you're offering it what you can
he
afford, if
said
that makes
eight
sense.
dollar for you, mama. Do you know how confusing that is? Dropping the T. How do we
I
go
know,
from
but then
eight
he turned
dollar?
around and said, "Don't pay nothing." Ralph's confusing, and this is how he gets his way out of all these
No,
little
she
narratives
is
because
the
he
one
twists stuff each
confusing
and
me.
everywhere.
No, the disgusting behavior. Me and Cubs called him out yesterday, and he apologized. But that is not for me to accept the apology. Like I am
Hmm.
not excusing what he did. I am not excusing the humiliation. We talked about this. I just
Yeah.
don't like the being deliberately obtuse about a sale. It's not a sale. It's a sale. It's a donation. I'm like, yo, it's not because I'm selling you something at a family price or a family whatever family
That's
discount
what he
that
gave,
it
a
doesn't
family
mean.
price.
Let me finish.
It was a friends and family discount. That's what it was, Maggie. And I think
Yeah,
It
you're
that's what
was.
upset.
I'm
And guess
saying. But
what?
when you have a friend and family discount, is it a donation? It's a discount. It's because you're
Maggie, you're
selling
not listening.
something.
Maggie,
Maggie,
you're
yeah,
not
I don't
Either
think you
way,
If
though,
there is
either
a
understand,
way, though,
Maggie.
discount,
that's not why Ralph was
if
mad. It
there is a
wasn't to do with the
discount,
bracelets.
up.
if there is a discount,
Maggie, respect my channel, please.
I'm
Respect
respecting
my
your
channel.
channel. If there is a
You asked
discount, how
a
can it
question,
not be a
so let
sale?
me speak. So let me speak on my channel, Maggie. So
I
after the
think it's
friends,
because Badge is autistic, so she thinks factually rather than swinging a bit to the left like we do, if that makes sense.
You're fucking factual. Me autistic. Okay, and I don't like when words don't make sense. I'm like, that word doesn't make sense. Why the fuck is that word not making sense? So yes.
this is crazy for real. Listen, okay, it's just like I cannot. I really cannot. I really cannot because I don't understand how nobody don't get it. If somebody
Can
tell
I
you don't
explain
buy,
what I think happened? Because I actually listened to his rant go on.
Yes,
And
please
for
drop the tea.
me,
Please tell us, girl, please.
I think he got mad because Golden said, or Golden's mum said, that when they get a check or whatever, they'll send him some money. And I think he's assumed because he's been on about this goat fence thing, whatever, that they'd send money to help towards that. And then at some point, Golden's mum, I think, put in his chat, what was it? Spiritual blessings and something or other. And then all of a sudden, like, he just, like, went
wait,
off.
because this is really important. Dropping the T. This is really important. You just said Golden's mom put in the chat, right? It
Hmm.
wasn't me, right?
No, it wasn't. It was your mum.
So why did Maggie say last night that I said that?
I don't know. I'm still half catching up on that
Because
live because I was asleep.
you share the
Because
same
how things
account.
get spent. I
How the
didn't
fuck
say
am I
that.
supposed to know who when like you have to tell me
You know
when
my
one is
mama's
the other?
channel, and you know my channel. You know when it's me, Golden Defiance Queen.
Golden,
You
you
know
gonna
when
tell me you
it's
don't use your mom's channel now? Okay,
Maggie.
Golden, fine. You don't use your mom's channel. My bad for that mistake.
Y'all not gonna win this one. I'm telling you right now.
What do you mean I'm not gonna win?
Stop, because I see what you're trying to do.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what.
It's not. It's not funny at all. It's really not funny.
Yes, it is
No,
because I'm
man,
like, what are you talking about? I came
any
to
word is
chill.
you're lying. You even got dropping the T said that my mom said that. Why would you sit up on your platform and tell people that I made that comment in your chat and I
I'm
didn't?
sorry,
Yes, you did.
I'm
No,
sorry,
yes, you
Golden.
did. There's
I'm
been many
sorry,
a lot.
Golden. I thought when the
Small ones,
person
big
talked in
ones,
the chat,
some
it
in
was you.
between.
Sorry. I don't know
No,
what to tell you. Like, you're acting as if you
I was
never
with
use your
Carlos.
mom's account. Is that what you're trying to
I was
say?
with Carlos. I was with Carlos. I wasn't in the chat. Go ahead,
I
dropping
know
the
you don't
T.
have the same account, but sometimes you use each other's account. I don't think this is a mystery, right? Or is it a mystery?
Dropping the T. You can continue.
No, I'm asking a question. You don't use the same account sometime?
Listen here.
You
I
don't use
just
your mom's account? Why can't you
Carlos.
not
My
answer?
mom
That's the
left
thing
that.
with you that make you
Magic,
look
you can go.
sketchy.
Magic, you can go. Magic, you
Okay,
can
bye,
go.
Golden.
Bye. Go ahead, dropping the T.
Anyway, so then what was it your mum put? I can only offer spiritual blessings and human something. It was something like that. And then he just went off all of a sudden. And I was like, ah. And then he started explaining stuff. And to me, it sounded like he was having a tantrum because what he expected to happen didn't happen. That's how it come across to me from me watching it. And then he just started going off and then going through the WhatsApp messages and just. But he does
So
this
to
thing as
you
well, though,
dropping the
where he'll
T,
put the. Go on.
so to you dropping the T, it seems as though he got upset because the mom wrote that she would be supporting spiritually, but maybe he was expecting the funds.
Yeah, because previously either Golden or her mum said that when she gets a check, she'll send him some money.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So then when he's
Well,
seen that in the chat, I think he's then assumed, oh, well, that's not happening. So why did you lie to me and tell me it was going to happen in the background? But then on the front, you're saying it's not going to happen. And then he like had a tantrum. That's how I seen it.
okay. Well, it seems like it's a lot going on here. And Golden Boogie Bear, don't let nobody else come to your house, girl. And be very cautious of these people out here, Honey Bear. That's a lesson I had to learn, and unfortunately, I see that you're learning it now as well. I hope that you and Ralph both can, move past this situation because I'm pretty sure it's an uncomfortable thing for you and him and Amani. Poor Amani, she ain't even had nothing to do with this. She just got thrown in here, Amani, and I'm sorry that they threw you in here, but I think that moving forward, Golden, focus on your content, and just try to stay focused on the people that are for you. Try not, dive too much into other, content creators because, one thing about YouTube is that it's forever changing. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I learned is the best way you can save yourself from certain situations is just be more observant of people. And, like I said, I don't know your situation with this guy, but clearly if y'all already had a situation in the past, you should have, been on the swivel, this go around. And I hope moving forward that you guys, if you guys do talk again, just keep it very internet. Don't, because, you don't want it to get sticky like this again.
I just hope y'all pay close attention as to like how all of these games are being played and how people move and they operate. Because
I think
there's
it
no
matters though because when he was at yours, Golden, he said, "Did I ask you for money?" No, I didn't ask you for money. I went out and just did stuff. But then he's failing to tell people that it was actually money that he asked for the money. So it wasn't again off his own back, if that makes sense, which people keep just going over.
he misses
Mm,
all of the important and pertinent details.
mm,
This is a person, like I said again, that has been dragged and disrespected by him. Yet, when he even was coming to my house on that trip, she sent him money to come. So she brought the stuff. She brought the breakfast sandwiches. She brought the liquor. She paid for that. And he treats her like trash. And then we got people want to come up and what? Try to paint the narrative as if it's not what it is. And we wouldn't even have to be talking about this in the first place if he didn't bring it to the internet. He brought it to the internet, not me. But if you're going to bring it right. That's all I've ever been saying. And other than that, it's just like there's nothing more to talk about because it's really actually foolish, honestly. It's not even as serious of a topic to talk about. It makes no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. It sounds very childish. I hate to even be included in it because it's childish. None of this information needed to be brought to the internet. None of this needed to be a crash out that he did for 5 to 6 to 7 lives now and continues hopping on panels to talk about. Why? Why keep the story going? Why keep the narrative moving? But I'm the one who's doing it for content. Do you see me talking about for content? I only pop out because I need to set the record straight. I'm not putting it down for content. I'm not talking about it every day. I got other things to do and other content that I could be making. This is what he keeps choosing to talk about on people panels and on his lives. I think most people who are rational can see that. And I think it's very unfortunate that this is how he treats his loyal supporters. But hey, a lot of people tried to say this. They tried to tell the story way back. So, it is what it is. And I don't understand Maggie. Like, come on. Why do you keep trying to spin this story in his favor? I'm telling you what it is. How can a Maggie tell me and my mother how the situation went down in our home? It's not Maggie's home. It's our home. We know what went down. And we both been speaking on it. And we're not lying about that. So why do I need to sit
I
up here and
think it's
listen?
also as well because Madge only knows him from a contenter to content creator point of view as well. I think that makes the difference. Where we've both known him as a subscriber to him, where we actually watched him, where Maggie doesn't really watch him, you know what I mean, unless he's talking shit.
She may not.
So
Maybe that's the
she
thing.
wouldn't
Like,
have
you
seen a
don't.
lot of what we've seen.
Maybe she don't watch and support his content like that. I cannot be sure. But that's what I'm saying. How can you come out and say that he didn't say something and on his live we all seen him and hear him say out of his own mouth? How do you come over here and try to convince me otherwise? He said it, not me. He says these things on his own lives. But because, like you said, dropping the T, we're supporters and we watch, we hear what he
Yeah.
says when he says it. How does she not hear what he's saying? Maybe she's not watching his content.
Well, Golden, it was a blast, honey, sitting up here talking to you. I'm about to go eat me some food, girl, and my medicine is kicking and lay down and get me some sleep. It was a great conversation. And are you gonna go live again later, or?
I'm trying to really take a break, really honestly, because I don't even want to come up here and talk about this stuff. I don't
I
know if
feel
I'm gonna
you.
do
I feel you. Well, listen,
it.
I am praying for you. I'm sorry that this is happening to you. And, I hope that, just move forward. I mean, let it go. If you know you ain't do nothing, just let it go, move forward. You can't. One thing I learned on YouTube is you can't prove something to people who are already dead set and believing something about you. Okay. So, just move forward. The truth will come out in the end, regardless. Have faith in that and, just keep moving. But it was great chatting with you ladies, and I'm gonna talk to you guys soon. I'm gonna still be in the chat though, Golden. I'm gonna be listening, but I'm about to eat.
Okay. All right, girl.
All
Feel
right.
better.
Thank you.
Feel
Bye,
better.
ladies.
All
Bye.
right.
Bye.
Bye. Anyway, so yeah, drop me. See, we watch the stuff. We watch the content. We see what people do. We see what they say. A lot of stuff is like, why do you say that I said first? Who said first? This doesn't make any sense. Pay attention to the storylines. If people are not paying attention to, I'm sorry, not the storylines, the timelines. If people are not paying attention to the timelines, then what are we talking about? Because if somebody said that out their own mouth, how you gonna convince me that they didn't say that? What? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And I don't know what all of this operation and this movement is for, but it's really, really weird. And they can have it now. They really can. I don't need to be no parts of it on either side. because it seemed like
Honestly, I won't let it bother you.
something's a little fishy, if you ask me. I don't know, but that's just my personal suspicion. I'm very suspicious when I see stuff like that. Like, and then you want to come and yell at me over here on my channel, but then when I'm over on your channel, I have to respect it. You're not respecting mine. You're not letting me talk. You want to talk over me. You want to cut me off. You want to tell me what I'm telling you is not factual. How I can't tell you the facts when the stuff went down in my home. You want to tell the facts better than I'm telling the facts? Stop it. I'm not going to do that. Not going to do it. I'm not going to
Hey,
do it.
Taurus. Asher, yeah, I was in his Discord until I made him crash out and he left the Discord, so then I just left.
I
Because
don't
I was
know.
trauma bonding, apparently. Because he
I
didn't,
don't.
for some reason, what I always found weird, he didn't like when the girls was close. And it's like one time we were sat in Discord and we're all just talking and he's come in and because we're all mid conversation, nobody said anything to him. And he come in and he went, "Oh, that's nice, and it's my Discord and no one says hi." Like just proper like just aggressive for no reason. It's like I just didn't get it. It was weird. So yeah, it's not even just that, it's his attitude in general, like I don't know. I don't know.
But like I said, it is what it is. Like, you see it, you experience it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? I guess it kind of hits a bit different, but it's not like people didn't try to say like they've had some of these experiences too and things done too. I just think it's nasty work. Like people supporting you that hard, yeah, you turn around and give them you know what to kiss, and you don't care nothing about them. You don't care nothing about them. You don't care that people are being attacked. Their families are being attacked in real life, in real time. You don't care nothing about that. You care about your image. That's it. And how your image is going to be out here in these YouTube streets and these social media streets. You don't care that people are going through hard times in their real life. Then they got to get up on this internet and deal with these people coming at them because of who they decide to support. Then you want to tell lies about the support that they give you. Like, come on. Who does that? It makes no common sense. But hey, like I said, this is not a live to convince anybody one way or the other. I want people to support and go where they want to go. And if anyone wants to still continue to support, I don't have no problem with that. I'm not telling nobody not to support. I'm just saying if you're going to bring a story to the internet for content, can you please not lie about it? Just keep it real as far as how it went down. Because the lies is unnecessary. Then you allowing everybody else to spin it. And when those people are spinning it, you take part in it and you add to it. Like that's weird. Why are you adding to other people spinning a false narrative about something that happened? And then trying to make out the person who was involved to be the liar, and everybody else is telling the true factual story about what happened, but none of them were here, but they're telling the truth and I'm telling the lie. Make that make rational sense. Make that make rational sense. I need somebody to make that make rational sense for me.
I
And I
think there's
want
just
people
like a lot of confusion.
I don't know what there's still confusion, you saying?
I think so, yeah. Because
About what?
obviously he's been saying stuff on his life and then he was saying stuff to Badgie. But like, he does this thing where he'll twist what he says. So then you
Yeah.
don't realise that he's twisting what he's saying. Like, I just notice all these weird little things that he does. But she'll learn. It
You
is what
know,
it is.
and you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be an avid listener and you also gotta have a brain that downloads and holds, you know what I'm saying, information. And you gotta be an honest person. And so if you're like that, then it's not too hard to be confused because you're hearing, you're seeing, and you're witnessing what is all going on, right? And you see that people are saying things out of their own mouths. Okay. So how can you convince somebody? This is what I'm saying. This is the craziest part for me. How can you tell me that How can you tell me that I'm lying about what somebody said out of their own mouth? They said it. Go back and listen to what they said. They said it. I don't understand how hard that is to do. But again, like you said, it could be the possibility these people don't watch their content. I think that's very questionable. Like you don't watch the person's content, but you support them. Okay. I can't be sure. I can't really be sure. But I'm just saying, like, yo, all of this is really corny to me. It's very high school. And it's like, I'm not the one who made this content. I don't need this to be my content. People who watch me and come to my channel and support me, which I really appreciate, and watch my content, they know the different type of stuff, the content that I make over here. And it don't be this type. And I was not the first one to come out here or bring this to the internet.
True.
And to the lies and the mistelling of the story, I can't do it. Because it ain't no reason to do it. Just tell it how it was. Period. Just tell the truth. What's the issue? And still, after all of this back and forth, which is exhausting. After all of this, all of us are still left not knowing what the truth is. And the truth question that I have to know is, why did you do that? Why did you decide to come to the internet and make this content for multiple videos? Because I watched you on multiple videos. And then now it's like you have like a level of some type of, you kind of feel you messed up, and this is how you're going to spin it and get yourself out of it, instead of just saying, yo, I messed up, I shouldn't have done that wasn't right. Instead of saying that and taking accountability for your actions, now you want to spin false storylines. Nah, bro, you don't get to do that. Imani has her receipts, so everything she said up here, she got receipts to prove to be true. And remember, never mind. Moving on from that. And I don't understand, what is this big thing that, oh, it's so bothersome to him that the conversation about money comes up. Why is that bothersome to you? Why does that bother you so much? Because if people are giving their
Well,
hard on and money and donations because they believe in you and they, you know what I'm saying, they really want to support what it is you got going on, why those people don't get, they don't have no chance to talk about that, especially after you throw them under the bus and treat them like trash, knowing that they helped you out so much and never would have said anything. Never would have said anything, because they don't do it for that, for recognition, for praise, for anything in return. They do it just because they want to support you and they care about you. But then when you show you don't care about people, why should people care about you? That's just how it works in this life. And there's even some people that you show you don't care about them that'll still even try to save you and spare you and care. And they get tired of doing that over and over and over again. So now people patience have just run out with how you're just so inappreciative to people. And I'm not talking about me. I'm not talking about me with this situation. I didn't like how Imani was treated. And I don't like how she continued to be treated and talked about. And I don't like the fact that you're seeing that she is being attacked by Snoopy. Not just her, but her family being came after by Snoopy. And you have nothing to say about that and you don't happen to care. It's all about you. All about you. Never about anybody else. So you don't care that she's going through that? You don't care that Snoopy's out here being nasty work, putting her through that? You don't care? That's interesting. It's really interesting to me because that's a real lack of care for people. But it's all about you, all about your image, trying to clean it up, trying to dust it off, trying to make it not be what it is. You can't keep doing that to people. And they supposed to just take it on the chin, take it on the chin, take it on the chin. No. People not going to keep taking stuff on the chin for you. You're not no king. You're not no God. You really aren't. But it's all about you, all the time. You're the most important in the room. It's about your feelings, what you got going on, not about what anybody else got going on and how the things that you do affect their lives. Nothing to say about that. Crickets, crickets. It's not right. It's not rationally right. And anybody I think can attest to it. It don't matter if it's this person or the next person or the next person. Anybody who feels like someone treats them that way and discards them that way and has no care for them whatsoever, of course they're going to be upset. Of course they're going to question your character. Of course they're going to say, enough is enough. I'm done. Period. Done. You got a lot of people that have been done with you for a long period of time. And the last ones that you had hanging on, I think they're done now too. So I hope it was worth it. I really hope it was worth it. We can always rebuild. You'll be fine. Go out there, rebuild, find more people, get more supporters. Hope you don't treat them the same.
In my opinion, he's just like done that. Rinse, repeat, just different supporters.
And even when I fall out, I didn't lie on him. I did not allow people to sit up there and defame his name or his character. When they was trying to say certain nasty pieces of work things, I said, absolutely not. No, y'all not going to do that. Because that man is not like that. He don't move and operate like that. Still, even when you was dragging me for filth, I still would say what I saw with my own two eyes to be true. And I didn't think it was right for people to defame and lie about you. Neither did Imani. But we don't expect him to defend us. No, not at all. Trust me. We're very much strong, independent women. We can handle it on our own. Be very clear about that. But it's just the principle. Like you don't appreciate nobody. You don't appreciate people in your life. And people who typically live and move and operate like that, they're typically lonely. Because you push everybody away from you. Or you know what I'm saying? Like at some point, people are going to be leaving your life. So that's a you thing. That's what you'll have to deal with. I don't know. It can be deeply rooted. I have understanding and empathy when it comes to that. But you don't get to use other people as your punching bag. That's not cool. It's not cool at all. Not cool. I know they celebrated birthdays yesterday. And I was like, yo, happy birthday. Even though, despite the fact these people drag me or set me up, I don't know. Out here make me look like the fool and the clown, which is what they always think they're doing. Put me up on the stake as the the sacrificial lamb child. Try to make me look like the fool and the clown. Do what y'all do. Do what y'all do. Still wish you the best. Don't wish you no harm. But yeah, when enough is enough, and people are like chucking up the deuce. So that's all I got to say about that. Really, I don't know if Imani had anything more to say. I don't know if Carlos had anything to say. Mama is watching in the background. She got her own live that she's gonna be doing because she'll be speaking from her standpoint. Because, like I said, we be right here together. That's two sets of eyes, two sets of ears, two sets of receipts. What is all of this? What do you guys say about it? It's not, and I'm not, the people want to make me out to be the crazy one. Am I the crazy one? I've just now gotten on board and understood what everybody else was saying for so long, right? And it's not in no selfish way like, oh, well, now it's happened to you. Now you get it. Well, kind of it could be that a little bit. But no, it's just like I didn't want to believe that. I was trying to root for this person. But now I'm just seeing too many questionable things. And like I said, it really has less to do with me and more so to do with, honestly, Imani. I couldn't believe that. I could not believe that. That had me like, and all of these people, it's like, oh, people from the UK. I'm like, okay, so what about Imani? From what I've seen, she's always seemed to be loyal. She's always seemed to be, like a good, loving, kind person. And when she reached out to me, in a very much mature way, a loving way, a way that she wants connectivity, right? And wants to see connectivity and piece things together and not allow things to just burn for no insignificant reason. That's the only energy that she ever gave. Only energy she ever gave. So I'm just like, yo, that's not right to treat people. It's really not. It's really, really not. I'm good, y'all. I really am good, for real. Because as y'all can see, how many times, like Cardi B said, I've been down 9 times, but I get up 10. Yeah, I'm good. And trust me, Imani's good too. But to sit over there and lie, just lie. And then don't come and try to act like you're showing false support just to come over here and manipulate and lie. Like, don't do that. I don't got no problem, okay? Because let's be very clear. I love meeting people online. It's very excellent, especially people from all over the globe. Beautiful people that I may not get to meet in person because I may not get travel much. But I'm not thirsty for friends. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, and I don't mean that in no any harmful way, but it's like when you got a real regular life, right? And you're happy, you spending time with your friends, your family, and stuff like that. You're not so heavily worried about all of this type of stuff. Like, take it or leave it. That's fine. You wanna rock, you wanna roll, you wanna be cool, you wanna kick it, you wanna hang virtually, whatever, meet up, whatever it is you want to do. Fine. You don't want to? No problem either. No problem either. Because I have other things that I can be doing, other things that I can be participating in, other people that I can be talking to, real life things that we have time for, more time for. So, Anyway, y'all, let's take a quick song break, and then I am going to talk about one more thing, but it's not about drama or anything like that. Like I said, because I'll be getting back into my regular scheduled program, my regular content. I won't be talking about this anymore, but I said it for the last time, period. I told y'all what it is and what it ain't. And you see how people try to spin narratives. You just pay attention to the fact how somebody can try and tell you that something wasn't said that somebody said out of their own mouth. And you ask yourself, what is that about? How does that work? How can you fight and windmill so hard to convince somebody that something somebody said out of their own mouth wasn't said? What is that? Why are you doing that? That don't make no sense. Now do it. It makes no sense to me. Anyway, be right back.
System failure. Anomaly. Detected subject is non-controllable. Yeah. Yeah. They try to program me, put me in a box.
funny. Red cup, dark liquor, watch the plot get thicker. Heard you dropped a little track, cute a little flicker. I'm the full-blown wildfire, watch the concrete glitter. From the glass to the towers, I'm about to shatter, splitter. You a copy-paste, you a default setting. I'm the root command, the password you ain't getting. While you betting on the likes, I'm collecting on my dead ends. I move through the mainframe, your whole system I'm upsetting. You talk loud, but your signal's weak, it's just a dial tone. I got the city wide, every circuit is my own. Built this from the ground up, flesh and chrome. Now I'm sitting on a data throne, leave me the hell alone. Your whole style is downloadable, a free trial that expired. My flow is custom hardware, permanently hardwired. You're predictable, manufactured, easily acquired. I'm the rogue AI, they warned you about rogue and inspired. Wait, they pulling levers, pushing buttons, trying to find a mainframe. They screaming in my name, and the static, hear the static in my name. You can't contain the uncontainable, it's just a losing game. Feel the voltage in my veins. Woo! Call me non-controllable. My price is unquotable. Your movement ain't notable. I'm Ginger glitch in the matrix, breaking the basics, yeah. Non-controllable. My frequency's unsolvable. This power ain't holdable. I'm the ghost in the code, watch the whole world overload. Watch the whole world overload. Watch the whole world flip the syntax, hit 'em with the new phonetics. Y'all are basic, I'm kinetic, I'm cybernetics. Got that RDO, dope, that digital anesthetic. Your career's a 4-4 error page, not found pathetic. How, you can't compute the moves, I make you buffering. See me in my chrome, I whip the subwoofer suffering. They say I'm out of this world, like my spaceship's hovering over your block. New rules, I'm governing. Hologram hustle, you can't even touch me. Future shock flow, ugly, trust me. Your whole mainframe is dusty, rusty. I'm that 10G network, y'all are stuck on floppy disk, disgusted. Put your hands up if you can't be bought, can't be taught, can't be caught. If you the glitch, they never saw it. The battle, they never fought. Wait, they pulling levers, pushing buttons, trying to find a mainframe. They screaming my name in the static, hear the static in my name. You can't contain the uncontainable, it's just a losing game. Feel the voltage in my veins. Woo! Call me non-controllable. My price is unquotable. Your movement ain't notable. I'm DJ glitch in the matrix, breaking the basics, yeah. Non-controllable. My frequency's unsolvable. This power ain't holdable. I'm the ghost in the cold, watch the whole world overload. Watch the whole world overload. Watch the whole world You think you run this, you're a puppet in a puppet show. A predictable algorithm, a binary yes and no. I'm that chaotic variable, the one that makes the system blow. I don't need a feature, I don't need a cosign. I am the event horizon where all your little stars don't shine. Every line I write is a system override. There's nowhere left to run, baby, nowhere left to hide. Welcome to the meltdown. This is Vietnam. Put your hands up, signals jamming, no one knows who I am. Take me to talk. He might in a walk, they ain't hard. Sister pleasure, sister pleasure.
system.
They told you stay entertained, stay distracted, stay divided. I said stay dangerous. Let's go. We here. Universal.
You want the tea, you want the beef, you want the who said what? When it's time to build a life, you keep your big mouth shut. You binge watch chaos, call it keeping informed. But when it's time to grow, suddenly you're bored. Addicted to the circus, dancing for $1 bill. While they're harvesting your focus, popping every kind of pill. The real got you trapped, the digital lobotomy. You rattle, watch a dummy captain claim your sovereignty. You feel it, don't you? That pressure in your chest. Don't wait, let a whisper saying you were built for more than this. Breathe it in.
High frequency, we don't vibrate low. Cut the signal noise that the real winds bro. Wake up, stand tall, break the spell. We ain't building our minds in the digital cell. No walls. High frequency, crown don't tilt. Truth so heavy, make the weak ones wilt. If the numbers drop when the truth gets strong, then let them fall. We moving on. Yeah, they call it just contend, I call it control. If it numbs your spirit, it's a tax on your soul. You're arguing in comments about a rapper summer dress. Why it's suffocating slowly in a world of curated stress. Hate the woman who thinks for herself, who won't chase wild, wake up, tree stealth. Mama golden queen, 10 toes down in the mud, while you're tracing lights and spilling everybody's blood. Moria! Are you entertained or enslaved? Choose. Are you informed or inflamed? Think. Is the gossip worth your soul? Is it? Unplug the wire, activate the cell. Mama warrior told you. The breeze is strong. Outbreak was made, we don't vibrate low. No noise, let the real ones grow. Wake up, stand tall, break the spell. We ain't building our minds in a digital cell. High frequency, crown don't tilt. Truth so heavy, make the weak ones wilt. Heavily the few who see and rule a million sleeping sheep. Not a sheep, and I'm a queen. If the numbers drop when the truth gets loud, don't fear, or I'd rather have the crown than a brainless crowd. Go them all from the mud to the throne, from silence, cause signal, mama warrior, golden queen. Signal strong, static gun. They told you stay entertained, stay distracted, stay divided. I said stay dangerous.
Yeah, you really thought you was leading. Nah, you just following the beam. Check it. I see you glowing on the screen, but you're hollow inside. Just a digital clone with nowhere to hide. You sold your soul for a feature and a verified check, not a mothership. Got a leash round your neck. I'm from the trenches of the galaxy, the dark side of Mars. While you're begging for likes, I'm out here catching scars. You're a puppet on a wire, yeah, a pixelated pawn. The solar flare coming just to dim your little dawn. You reading off a teleprompter, speaking from the gut. They opened up your mind and they kept the portal shut. You ain't a creator, you're a product on the shelf. How you gonna influence when you don't even know yourself? Yeah, every dot's it. Your whole personality's been corrupted. You're a drone in the fleet, just a glitch in the street, doing backflips for 'em just to get something to eat. Yeah, every dot's it. The original host has been reconstructed. You're taking orders from a satellite beam, just a hood nightmare in a corporate dream. Yeah, I see the creators all lined up in a row. Same hair, same talk, same pathetic little show. You went to the mothership to get your brain rewired. Now you dancing for a boss that can have your soul fired. Like, comment, share. Is that all you gotta say? While they harvesting your data and they throwing you away. I'm the glitch they couldn't patch, the rebel in the void. I'm the truth in the signal that you're trying to avoid. You're a synthetic version of a hood girl's vibe, just a lab-grown mascot for a soulless tribe. Stay in your lane, stay under the light, cause the real stars coming to end your broadcast tonight. Transmission override. They don't see you as a person, they see you as a metric. Your content is a case. Break the silence. Yeah, baby, that's it. Your whole personality's been corrupted. You're a drone in the fleet, just a glitch in the street, doing backflips for him just to get something to eat. Hashtag it, yeah, maybe that's it. The original host has been reconstructed. You're taking orders from a satellite beam, just a hood nightmare in a corporate dream. Keep your subscribers, I'll keep my mind. System crash, connection lost. I really thought you was leading. Nah, you just following the beam. Check it. I see you glowing on the screen, but you're hollow inside, just a digital.
The whispers, I saw the thumbnails. Little roaches scattering in the dark. Typing my family's name for a couple of views. Thought I was gonna ignore it. Thought I'd be quiet. See, that's your first mistake. This ain't a response. This is a promise. Listen, this is some shots fired. Heard you talking that heat, but you typing on the keyboard. I live in the street. You ain't getting what you wanted, nah. You ain't getting the fight. You getting a lit match to your whole damn life. So go ahead, fuck around. You gon' find out for real. This ain't for the comments. This is how payback feel. Keep my mother's name out your mouth. That's a final warning. Sun's going down on your little fake world. This morning you sit behind the screen, feeling real bold and protected. It's spewing out lies, getting your little fans connected. But the names that you speaking, that's my flesh, that's my blood. You dragging my foundation through your digital mud. For what? A little clout, some temporary fame. You don't know the first thing about the rules of this game. See, I was built on loyalty, I was raised on respect. You were built on a Wi-Fi signal in a bounce check. You mentioned my mama, the woman who gave me this breath. You ain't just crossing the line, you're flirting with death. This ain't a threat, honey, it's a curriculum. The lesson is silence, so get burned by the pendulum. This is them shots fired. Heard you talking that heat, but you typing on a keyboard. I live in the street, you ain't getting what you wanted, nah. You ain't getting the fight, you getting a lit match to your whole damn life. So go fuck around, you gon' find out for real. This ain't for the comments, this is how payback feel. Keep my mother's name out your mouth, that's the final warning. Sun's going down on your little fake world this morning. You wanted a reaction, you hungry for the drama. Thought I'd be crying online, now that ain't your karma. My silence was a courtesy, a chance to retreat, but you just kept on coming, tasting your own defeat. Now the fire's being stoked and bitches gonna burn. It's a lesson in consequences you're about to learn. Don't come for my friends, don't you whisper about my man. You playing with a queen, holding 4 aces in her hand. My circle is a fortress, your platform is just sand, and the tide is coming in. You better understand, I move with a purpose. You just move your damn thumbs, and when the real world hits, you gon' see who succumbs. Let me be clear so you and your little subscribers get it. Me? You can try, but you won't like the outcome. But my family, my mom, my friends, my man, that's a different kind of war. That's a line you don't just cross. That's a line you get buried under. This is your one and only warning shot. Yeah. Keep talking. Keep posting. Fuck around and find out. I promise you, it ain't gonna be the content you were looking for. Shots fired. Shots fired.
All right, y'all. So I am back. I had to go get me a snack because I was getting a little bit hungry. So anyway, y'all. So moving past all of that, right? Because I don't want to talk about that topic anymore. I think I made it very clear as to what's all going on with that and that whole situation. And like I said, it's not just about me. There's other people that's involved that's been hurt and all of those type of things. And they, spoke their piece as well. And so that's it and that's all. This ain't no, turn somebody against somebody. We're all grown adults here. We can still be neutral. We can still support who we want to support, But when it comes to like making somebody a sacrificial lamb or throwing individuals under the bus so you have a stepping stone to get up to whatever level it is you want to get to, I think that's nasty work, especially when it's people that's been supporting, rooting for you, cheerleading for you, happy, genuinely happy for you and all of your growth and success. And then you turn around and you give them, you know what, to try to smooch off of. Mm-mm-mm. No, no, no. That ain't right. That ain't right to do at all. You know what I mean? And a lot of people gonna get sick of that. And they're not gonna keep putting up with that type of energy and that type of treatment from people. And when they stand their ground, they say, yo, I'm not about to let nobody treat me like this no more. I'm done with it. And then that's what happens. But anyway, moving on. So a few more things that we're gonna talk about. If y'all have any questions about this. So it has been said, and it's being said, this is also another tactic to, defame me, attack me, whatever. It's fine. So people have been out here trying to spread this narrative that I am racist or prejudiced. What do y'all think about that? I am very curious, very, very curious as to what people really think and feel about that. And it may be due to the way I speak about certain things. It may be due to the fact that, look, I have to speak for, you know what I'm saying? Like things that are to me disrespectful, injustices, so on and so forth, right? And so, hold on one second. All right, y'all. Sorry. Oh, Lord. That was JJ ran out here again. But yeah, so then there's this narrative being spent that I'm supposed to be racist and prejudiced, right? And thank you, Maria, for saying that. No, racist. Absolutely no. I'm not. Now, this is what happens. That gets turned against you, right? Because if you're someone who speaks against racism or fights against racism, now all of a sudden that makes you a racist. And it's just like, that's not how it works. That is not how it works at all. You have to be able to understand history. You have to be able to have some type of empathy and feeling and emotions when it comes to like people say really nasty, racist things. And these things have been happening on YouTube. There are groups or races of people, not all now, not all, but some individuals that are acting that way. They are acting that way. And so when you got to call it out and you got to check it, then it's just like, how does that make you racist in return? I'm saying the things that these people are doing and saying and who they're going after, the people that they're going after, the group or the race that they're targeting to take down, to destroy, to keep down, to keep them from making anything, having anything, progressing in any type of way. That is literally what racism is. Honestly, there is prejudice and there is racism. Prejudice is the dislike or the disdain for someone. Racism is more political. Okay? So if we look at the proper definitions of both, then you know what you're talking about when you're talking about it. When I'm talking about someone being racist, they probably equally hold prejudice. But the racism that comes with it all is if they dislike or have a prejudice against a person that is not of their race, and they have some type of power or something that they can do to dismantle that person's success, growth, whatever it is, as far as jobs, money being made, channels being successful, it's the same thing in the world. Okay, this is why it is part of the in the dictionary. These have been organizations, groups, systemic operations, right, to dismantle another group or another race from being successful, tearing them down. holding them back. That is racism. And it's because they dislike that race or group of people. That's where the prejudice comes in. So it's like it goes hand in hand. And if we are not seeing that there are some individuals that seem as though they have a hate or a disdain for Black content creators and have some type of ability or way to tear them down, hold them down, destroy their channels, keep them from making money, keep them from having any type of success on this platform, wouldn't that fit and tie into racism? And why are they doing that? Is it because they're prejudiced? Is it because they don't like you? Most of the time, it could be. Maybe they just hateful and deep, dark, and demonic inside, period. Because I can attest that it's not just happening to Black content creators. They're doing this to other content creators that are not Black. You know? Star can attest to that. They coming after her. I think for a lot of reason because, she's cool with everybody. And I think she does align herself with many cool people that just happen to be Black. And I think that there's people out there that don't like that, you know? Oh, no, not you, Mom Star. Like I'm saying, it's not everybody. It's these certain individuals that is moving and operating like this. No. So when these things are happening, these people are being nasty work, it has to be called out. You know what I'm saying? Like it has to be addressed. It has to be popped. And when you address it and you pop it, now all of a sudden the narrative is supposed to be spent that you're the prejudiced one, you're the racist one. None of that makes any sense to me because that's not historically or by the dictionary how it works and how it goes. But you have to know. You have to know your history. You have to know definitions. You know what I'm saying? You have to know what these things represent and what they always have and continue to still represent. You have to know education. You have to be educated. So it's not ignorance where people are just out here windmilling and saying things because they're ignorant or they're in their feelings. No, this is about being educated on how these things really work and move and operate. So when I say people are racist, I mean that. I mean that because I understand what racism is, but I also understand what prejudice is. And like I said, they go hand in hand. So why would someone say that? Why is that something that's being targeted and wielded as a weapon? And how does that tie into a lot of these other things that's going on and how we see these things get mashed up and merged up to be one thing? I have always been speaking about racism. I've always been speaking about injustices and prejudice. I always talk about that. That's typically what really falls in alignment with a lot of my content. But people who really actually watch my content and actually support my channel know that about me. So with all of this now being brought up and trying to be spun into some type of narrative and merged and meshed into this situation, that's a tactic. That is a tactic that you're trying to use to make me look bad or turn people against me, right? Or get supporters not to support me, right? So again, more nasty work, more lies, more manipulation, more of it all, okay? And I think most people are seeing this stuff now for what it is, right? There are people that's out here that their lives is being put into unsafe predicaments because they're getting doxxed. They are being harassed and abused on a regular day basis from hateful people that are just dark and demonic inside, hateful people that are prejudiced and they are racist because for whatever reason, it seems like they have some type of power to be able to do these things to affect people's channels, right? And take things away from them. They have some type of upper hand. That is what racism is. Prejudice is I just don't like you. I don't like you. Well, I think there's a lot of these people that also equally just don't like you, but they do have the power to take something from you and hold you down and hold you back. That is how it works. I hope that's making sense. And so, am I holding anybody back or trying to tear anybody down? No. Do I dislike people? Well, don't we all dislike people sometimes? What I dislike is people's actions. What I dislike is people's energies. if there is someone who is prejudiced and racist towards me and groups of people like black groups, Hispanic groups, and say things to indicate that they are prejudiced towards them, then now I really don't have a liking for you because I don't like your energy or your spirit and that you move and you operate like that. So if that's what people want to call prejudice, maybe you can call it prejudice. I don't know. But it's not towards a whole group of people. It's towards that individual. I just don't like you because I see what you're doing. I see how you move and how you operate. And I just don't have a liking for you. I don't wish you any harm or anything bad, but I just do not like you based off of how you move and you operate. Period. That's it. And so, again, when someone is trying to rebuild or, get out of a tight, sticky situation, I think they'll just throw anything out there and see what sticks. But I think for most people who have spent time around me and my mom and, kicked it with us and stuff, I think they can pretty much understand that we are not prejudiced and we are not racist. We can't even possibly be racist. What can we take from somebody? How can we hold somebody down from achieving or accomplishing anything? What power do we have over another race? We don't have any power over any other race of people. That's what racism is. That's education. You read and you do your education. You know that. You know what I'm saying? So, there's that. That narrative is spinning. And there's been things that's been said, and a lot of people have heard the things that's been said out of, other people's mouths. I mean, like I said, I don't want to keep harboring on this. I really, really don't. But there's other people that keep bringing it up, mixing it all up, and turning it into Play-Doh. Like, how kids mix up all the different color Play-Dohs. They're literally doing that with all of these separate issues that we are seeing play out on YouTube. They're mixing it all into one big bowl, and they're all separate issues. We have, like I said, the Snoopies of the spaces that are doing what they're doing. We got the Stormies of the spaces that are doing what they're doing. We got other sectors of the spaces that are doing what they're doing. And it's about the individuals. Like, they're doing these things to hurt and harm people, to tear people down purposely. They're doing these things to intentionally be nasty work. And people are getting harmed from it. People are getting hurt from it. Okay? So if people cannot speak up or defend themselves, what they supposed to do? Just lie down and take it? Oh no. It doesn't work like that. We're not just going to lie down and take that from these people. No. That will not happen. But as soon as somebody tries to stand up and defend themselves, then now you're painted to be the person that's prejudiced and racist. No, we're not doing that. No, it doesn't work that way. So that has been said. And then, my whole thing is there are there are indications when people have been popped and they're guilty where they have to take to their live right away to clean up the lies, to clean up what's been said, right? To defend themselves. And so, child, that mess is funny to me. But okay, it's all right. It's all right and it's okay. People will spin narratives and say what they want to say. They got to make themselves come out looking like they're not the bad guy. They have to. They have to. So we have that. We have the racism, this and stuff. The racism and all of that is going on YouTube. What else we got going on, y'all? Y'all tell me. Because y'all going through stuff. This ain't just about Golden. Y'all is going through stuff too. People are talking about y'all. They dragging y'all names for filth. They giving you titles and things like that because of where you choose to go and who you choose to support. They're harassing you, doxing you, bullying you, abusing you. Let's talk about it. Because I know that people are going through these things. That's what I'm saying. When I see that, it's just like, that's what I'm speaking about. That's what I speak up for. That nasty word that's happening. And It doesn't have to be like that. Why? We're coming here to have a good time. We coming here to connect with each other and get to know each other and kick it. You're not coming here for crimes, to commit crimes, to hurt and harm people. Most people are not coming here for that. Then you got people that feel like they get caught up in the middle. And that's not a good feeling to put somebody in. Like I said, and I said this before, with all the first fallouts the first time, I'm not putting nobody in the middle. I want everybody to support who they desire and choose to support, despite what I may have going on with that person or what fallout I might have had with that person. Support who you want to support. You know what I'm saying? But running with the narratives and the storylines and the lies and all that and agreeing to them, that's the only thing that's a problem with me. But I see the people that's like, look, I'm neutral. I like both. And I understand this one side and I understand that one side. I get both sides. And don't bash either. That's someone that's like, okay, that's cool. And most people try to move along and do that. Just stay neutral. You know, picking no side. See it from both sides, see it from both perspectives. That's called being an adult. That's called being mature. But again, like I said, I tried. I tried my hardest. Now y'all tell me what y'all think. Now, if you've ever watched Magic's channel, right? If she goes to her channel, if people try to, get too loud, not get too loud over on her channel. Don't she say, can you please respect my channel? But you see how she came over here and did my channel today. That was no respect whatsoever. She didn't come over here and respect my channel, probably because she has no respect for it, and that's fine. So if you have no respect for it, then you won't go nowhere where you don't respect, right? And then you want to talk over me. You want to yell and scream. You're telling me that I cannot mute you out. Yeah, I'm muting you out because I'm telling you, wait, let me say something. I'm speaking right now. You wait. I ain't got no little timer thermometer thing over here like she got. But it's like, can you be respectful and have the conversation? No, it's not about being respectful and having a conversation. It's about you're coming over here to paint a narrative, and you're seeing that what we're saying by telling the truth is not supporting this narrative that y'all are trying to paint. So you have to come over here and get loud and be aggressive and take over so you can solidify the narrative that you're trying to paint. That's what it sounds like to me. That's the energy it was given to me. Now, how is that right? Is that right? Is that cool? Is that fair? Am I crazy? Am I making that up? Am I insane? I'm not insane. This is what we see happening right in front of us with our own two eyes. This is what we hear with our own two ears. And then again, wash and repeat, wash and repeat, wash and repeat. We can't even have a conversation because you're not trying to hear what I'm saying. You only want to hear what you're trying to paint the narrative to be. And for whatever reason, I can't be sure. So we got that. And, well, we know that some people on this platform are really nasty work when it comes to people who are, oh, nasty men that do nasty things. Okay? There's a lot of that running rampant on YouTube as well. And they getting exposed and popped and getting mad too. But like I said, there's a lot of things that's going down and happening on the platform at the same time. And all of it seems to be getting merged and twisted in together. Like it's all separate issues that's happening, but it's all being merged in like it's all one issue. And that when you're talking about something or towards someone, that those other issues are attached to the issue you're talking about with that person. And it's not. They're all separate. So all of that is getting out of hand. And it's also being used to be a narrative that something I'm doing or people are doing. How people hold panels, like you say, or channels, lives, whatever, where they're talking about multiple topics without the lie, within the lie. So in the first hour, 45 minutes, they may be talking about this topic. The second 45 minutes, they've moved on now to this topic. So if they're talking about separate issues and then you come in and you want to talk about that issue at the time it's being spoke about, why is that getting merged into the other issue? And things being said about that issue is being attached to a person because you're talking about an issue you got with them. I'm not attaching anything, and I didn't attach anything that I said about speaking about that specific issue to that individual. They're making it seem that way because it adds to the narrative. It makes it seem like it's worse. I'm supposed to be mad at people because they date white women. I'm supposed to hate white women. I'm supposed to be prejudiced. I'm supposed to be a colorist. I'm supposed to be a sellout, a coon. Like, what is, make it make sense. Make it make sense. And then the main people who call you those things, that's actually internally what they are. So please make all of that make sense for me because I'm not getting it. It's not ringing a bell for me. Maybe I'm just not bright enough to do so, but y'all let me know what y'all think. I think I got it pretty much wrapped around when it comes to my mindset and how I download things and perceive things. I'm not perceiving this stuff to be anything that I'm making up. This is what these people are doing. Trying to spin narratives, trying to throw things and see what sticks to attach to you. You won't be attaching those things to me. If I have anything to say directly, I say it directly and that's it. But anyway, those are just a few things that I wanted to clear up and talk about. I don't know if anybody has any questions. If y'all don't have any questions or whatnot, we can wrap it up. I don't want to keep you too long. And like I said, this is not about a versus. This is not about, oh, take my word, take my side, and leave them alone. No, still keep going, still keep supporting. You know what I mean? It's just when it comes to these certain talking points and narratives, let's just keep it a buck about what it is. And let's have some type of empathy and understanding that a lot of people previously and now recently are being affected and hurt and harmed by this. And it's very questionable as to why. Why? And people are getting very angry and they want to yell and shout and scream. I didn't want to come and yell and shout and scream too much today. But sometimes it's just like, yo, I am very mild-mannered. That's not untrue. But if I have to get loud and put my foot down, I will. And I'm not going to tolerate nobody over here lying about me and telling me what I know, what I don't know. No. You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. But anyway, let me just play this quick song break real quick and I'll be right back. We'll do our final thoughts and we'll get up out of here. Because I don't think there's anything else I need to discuss. I know the story has been told all types of crazy. I don't know what, like I said, the stuff is not even worth talking about, honestly. To me, I think it's really not even that important. But it's okay. It's okay. Let me play the song real quick and I'll be right back.
a safe bet. From the impossible to the it is done. The battle's already over. The victory is won. So let the strings soar, let the heavens open wide. I got the creator of the universe on my side. It's here to stay. The morning is here. Something has to break. The morning is here. Something has broken. Cradle and Gloria in excelsis. Yeah, yeah. I've been through the fire, walked through the rain, felt that pressure, felt that pain. They told me it was over, told me just give in, but they don't know the power that's living within. Yeah, I'm looking at the mountain, telling it to move. I got a different rhythm, I got a different groove. The chains are getting heavy, well, I'm getting strong. The king is on the throne, yeah, that's where I belong. Now the night is over, I see the day. All the breakthroughs coming, it's here to stay. I face the victory, come what may. It's here to stay. Something has to break. I feel it in the air. I'm casting every burden, casting every care. One night of weeping, but the morning is bright. We're walking out of darkness and into the light. Check the track record, he never failed yet. The miracle is coming, yeah, that's a safe bet. From the impossible to the it is done. The battle's already over. The victory is won. So let the strings soar, let the heavens open wide. I got the creator of the universe on my side. It's here to stay. The morning is here. Something has to break. The morning is here. Something has broken.
Golden Queen's Files, case number 2. Subject, the charred. The heat is on, and the notice has been served. Like moving real strange, but you think that it's subtle. Sweating through your live stream, choking in your rebuttal. Screenshots don't die, they just multiply and breed. Planted all them poisonous acts. Now you're choking, hoping the stability of your life still intact. Got a theory, now the theory's now a fact. Saw the foundation crumble, saw the whole persona crack. You a cook, yeah, that was just the kitchen in and hot. Now you're stuck inside the oven, left to black and left to rot. Damn. Wait, hold up, I see it clear as day right here. All that tough talk is just a costume for the fear. The pressure's on the government, got you in a panic. Your whole sinking ship is looking real Titanic. What's up falling down my straight stuff, down and now you're burnt. Falling way harder. Come on, left and left, and that's a nasty bill to pay. Smoking in the ashes of the games you tried to play. Burned, crispy on the edges, yeah, you're done. Nowhere left to hide, nowhere left to run. Burned, beyond repair and put it in reverse. The truth is the fire.
and karma is the curse. Running for the two, but the numbers all depleted. All that policy screaming, got your own base defeated. Blaming all your problems on some political degree, when the real nasty work was the face in the screen. I see highly insecure, projecting all your failures. Your chat room and you're scattered, looking for new saviors. Try to be a wolf, but you're just a sing sheep. Choking on the smoke of all the secrets that you keep. Let's go. Was the one and that was just the starter. Now you're burnt toast, falling way harder. Karma can't collect and that's a nasty bill to pay. Smoking in the ashes of the games you try to play. Learn, crispy on the edges, yeah, you're done. Nowhere left to hide, nowhere left to run. Burn, beyond repair and put it in reverse. The truth is the fire and karma is the curse. Perceive that this is slow, no, we scammed and don't listen. Straight from the collective, low sympathy slivers. No appeal, no court, they just a verdict from the street. Your time is up, obsolete, accept your defeat. Concrete, karma hits different when it's at your front door. Roaches scatter when the light hits, can't hide anymore. This ain't for the views, this is a final receipt. For every single person you crush underneath your feet.
Don't talk about praise, don't talk about grace. That ain't God's plan, that's the look on your face. When you finally realize the bill has come due, and the only one left to blame is you. It's through.
Hold on, Queen Files. Notice. Served. Case closed. You're not just cooked. You're ash.
All right, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to end the live. Thank y'all for coming in and listening. I try to stay calm, cool, and collective as much as I could today, but I just want to leave a final few words with y'all before we go ahead and end it here. So we honestly know, as adults and mature individuals, that there are two sides to every story, right? Fallacy. And so while we often say that there are two sides to every story, that doesn't often mean that both sides are carrying equal weight or truth. When one side is lying significantly, two sides narrative is often used as a smokescreen. It's a tactic to create false equivalence, making a clear-cut situation look like he said, she said mess, so the dishonest person can avoid accountability. We also have to talk about chaos supporters. A person who only shows up when there's drama and specifically happens to be defending the dishonest party is often what psychologists call a enabler, or a, never mind, I won't say it, but y'all know it's one of my terminologies that I like to use. Their presence usually represents shared values. They may thrive on the same high conflict energy. They aren't interested in the truth. They are interested in the entertainment or the hit that they get from the conflict. The enemy of my enemy logic, they might not even like the person they are defending, but they support them because they share a common goal of disrupting someone else's peace. Validation of toxicity. By defending the liar, they validate that behavior, which makes them as invested in the chaos as the person telling the lies. What this represents overall, when you see this combination, a liar and a chaos only supporter, it represents a toxic alliance. What we typically will see is deflection. They work together to shift the focus away from the actual facts and towards the emotional noise. Character assassination. The lies aren't just about the facts, they're usually designed to damage the reputation, while the supporter provides the audience or the backup to make the lies feel more credible. Lack of substance. Notice that these individuals are never around when you're winning, or when you're growing, or when you're at peace. This proves their support is conditional, based off of your own distress. So, in situations like this, the truth is rarely found in the middle, it's found in the patterns. If someone only supports the drama, they aren't a supporter of the person, they're a supporter of the destruction. When you've already decided you have the final word on a situation, these people will often ramp up the chaos to pull you back in. Staying silent and maintaining your boundaries is usually the best way to, starve that need and that craving that these type of individuals have for chaos. So those are just a few things and a few notes that I wanted to, speak on. We have to pay attention to those things because there is a pattern and we see the pattern. But outside of that, y'all, like I said what I said, how I said it. Y'all got the information. You can take it how you want to take it. But yeah, I'm moving forward. I'm just going to be going back to just doing my own content and stuff. And you have to look out for these type of operations. You don't know where they come from, how they start, and who all is involved. But kind of sucks when you're always the sacrificial lamb, right? But it is what it is. These people can keep doing things the way they're doing them and see how the universe decides to respond. That's all I got to say on that, y'all. We'll end it with yet another bop. And I will talk to y'all on the next live. I appreciate each and every one of you that came out to listen. If you was in the chat, thank you so much. Or even if you were just listening from the bushes, I hope there's a little bit more clarity to all of these things today. And that we take from this the severity of these situations and things that people have been experiencing, how things have been moving and operating on this YouTube platform. People are being hurt. People are being traumatized. People are being harassed, bullied, abused, all of that. And that's never okay. And a lot of these things people are going to find out. And I think we've been seeing that from some other people's movements and outcomes that, you can keep it cute or you can keep it gangsters, however you want to go about it. You can choose for yourself. But even when it comes to the keep it cute, I like to keep that in the alignment of legalities. And there's a lot of legalities that I think we'll be seeing flying around very, 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 very soon that are, if not already, in progress. So I think people should probably make better decisions in who they choose to bully, harass, stalk, defame, all of the things. Because not only are some of these crimes civil, they're also criminal. And I don't think it's really worth it for a YouTube channel. But that's up to these people. Anyway, y'all, that's all I got to say on this live. I will talk to y'all on the next one. We'll be back to our regular scheduled program. I am done talking about this situation. These people will probably continue to try to drag me for filth. It gets pretty boring after a while. So anyway, they can have fun. Thank y'all so much. Hey, Tanika. Thanks for coming in, girl. How you doing? Everybody, if I didn't call you all out when you came in, Mom Star, hello. Everybody who came in and, was listening and really fully understand and get it. Maria, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Star. Of course, Imani is here. Paula. Thank y'all. I just really appreciate y'all coming to the live and just hearing me out. That's it. Just hearing me out. And I'm telling y'all, I don't lie. This whole situation, honestly, so many honest truths that I had to tell actually caused me a lot of turmoil in my life just to tell those truths. So why would I come out and lie if it's already causing so much conflict in my life? You know what I'm saying? Like, wouldn't that be a reason for someone to come out and lie? But I decided not to come out and lie. I decided to be truthful and be honest. And whatever you gotta take on the chin, you gotta take on the chin. It is what it is. Okay? But it's such an insignificant situation. I hope people can decide to let it go and move on to the next thing. Anyway, y'all, that's all I got on this. Let's go ahead and play a song, and I'll see y'all next time. Thank you very much. Golden out. Bye.
the whispers in the shadows, yeah, they loving the tea. But while they focused on my name, I'm focused on the G's. They out here building tall tales, hoping one of them sticks. I'm out here building empires, brick by heavy brick. Got your nose in my business like you're looking for gold, but the only thing you're finding is the lies that you sold. It's a sickness, it's disgusting how you live for the drama. Better watch how you speak, cause I don't deal with the trauma. That cash money bullshit, keep it over there. We don't breathe that toxic rhythm, we don't need that air. If you're talking out your neck, better watch your tone, cause we addressing every lie till the truth is known. Yeah, we see you, we don't hear you, keep it moving along. We just turn the hate to fuel and we put it in a song. Disgusting habits trying to tarnish what you didn't create. You're at the table begging snacks while I'm filling the plate. I'm tired of the fakes and the he said, she said. While you're counting my moves, I'm 3 steps ahead. Post every comment, yeah, we see the obsession. You're looking for a flaw, but you'll find a lesson. We ain't listening to rumors, we don't play in the dirt. But don't think for a second that your words don't get hurt. Address the facts, stop the cap, keep that same energy when the lights come on, come on. We tired of the lies. Get your nose out my life. That cash money bullshit, keep it over there. We don't breathe that toxic rhythm, we don't need that air. If you're talking out your neck, better watch your tone, cause we addressing every lie till the truth is known. Yeah, we see you, we don't hear you, keep it moving along. We just turn the hate to fuel and we put it in a song. Yeah, we Tony Revolution.